And today, oh boy, treats isn't even the word. It is treats galore today. Genuinely astonishing at some of the gemstones we have got on for you today. I'm talking a bundle of my favourite with a massive discount. I'm talking one of the big four again with a massive discount. I'm talking about a whole section of one of your favourite organics. I'm also talking about amber and black star diopside. Ah! I know. And that's just a bit of what we're doing today. Genuinely, I've got so many treats. One treat, in fact, is an absolutely wonderful guest designer. When you see some of the techniques she's going to be showing you today, I, for one, have never seen or even imagined some of these techniques. But also, when you see some of her pieces, you are literally going to be blown away. It is the oh so magnificent, lovely and wonderful Anne.
Hello.
Hi love, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks. Do apologise for the hair. I had a power cut this morning when I was in the shower, so I'm very sorry.
How scary was that? You're just stood in the shower and all of a sudden blackness.
Yeah, it wasn't good. It wasn't a good look, so I do apologise. I couldn't dry it or style it or do anything, so I do apologise.
No, I like it. I think it's nice. It's like, it's kind of chic.
Yeah,
it's kind of
throwing up.
Yeah, I love it. Just throw it up. I love that. Your pieces today, let's face it, we have been jaw drop over. Everyone has today over some of your pieces. Tell us a little bit about the first piece you're going to be creating for us.
The first piece today is some jewellery techniques. I got given a kit and wasn't really sure what to do, so I thought I'd try a few different things. One's a bubble necklace that I've always wanted to do, but I needed some chunky chains, so I got chunky chains, so I've done that. And I'm also using some condiments, so if you've got any of this in your cupboards, you can do this technique today as well. You
absolutely are, absolutely. That's going to be our first designer inspiration. And when you see what look it creates, you're going to just, I don't even know how you even thought of it. Oh. And our second designer inspiration, and what are we going to be getting?
It's basically, if you've got any odd wine glasses kicking around the house that don't match, it's a way of turning them into ornaments for presents or for weddings or anything like that. It's just a bit more sculptural than jewellery. I went a bit mad, I must say. Yeah, just a bit.
From the bottom of my heart, you did.
Yeah.
And we love you for it. Genuinely, you've got to stay where you are to see what these pieces are. Honestly, we're not even, bumping this up. It's amazing. Now, I did tell you that I've got a bundle of my favourite gemstone coming up, and I absolutely have. It is my opal coming up for you really, really soon. Look at that. You've got pink opal, purple opal, and your fire opal as well coming up for you. And guess what? I'm going to be doing you over 25% off today. Genuinely stunning. I've also got that black star diopside, which I just cannot wait for you to have a real good look at. I have got amber on today. I'll be straight with you. Low quantity of each of them. I've got 2 strands, but I have low quantity of both. So as soon as it comes in, I'll give you a heads up, get yourself on the phone. Let's get started. So much for you today. So we're headed over here. Let me get out your findings for you now. Golden shepherd's hooks I've got for you here. I absolutely adore these ones. These are the ones, chill out. These are the ones that we've only had on relatively recently, and it's the one with the ball detail with the loop. I think these are so elegant. Sometimes with a shepherd's hook, you might have the longer section here and then the gizmo, and then you've got the eye pin. You can see that the loop on these is actually a little bit closer to the lobe itself, which means you can create some more subtle drops as opposed to maybe the more dramatic drops that, that you've done in the past. These, you can see they have got that ball detail on there, and actually if you wanted to, you could move that ball location. You could make it slightly tighter, the curl itself. You could make it straight and then add just a really really small bend on. So you can actually change the shape of these quite dramatically, which will of course change the shape of your pieces. This is gold plated copper shepherd's hooks that we've got here, and they are your 18 by 9 mil. Now you're getting 50 pairs, which means you're getting 100 in total. What I will say to you is, if you're getting yourself ready for the holidays, if you're getting yourself ready for the, you know, it's the wedding season now, isn't it? If you've got all your boutiques, all of your craft stores that are coming up, then you know that it's important to stock up. And especially when you've got ones similar, well, like this, because you can change them, you can alter them ever so slightly to just give a real different feel. Now, I'll be honest with you, I've already got triple buyers on this. You're going to adore the price. Now just think, 50 pairs. Yeah, all right, we'll add on some gemstones. If we add on some gemstones, we always say, don't we, Mark and Sammy always say that their start off price for their earrings on their craft stores is £5, around £5 or £6. Now, if we take the gemstones out of it, let's just say that, let's be fair and say £1 worth of that is the actual mechanics. So of course, if there's a head pin on here, you'd add that, and then maybe you'd add that to this shepherd hook as well. So for a pair, mechanics wise, what are we talking about? £1 if we're being fair? That would mean that for 50 pairs, you'd be expecting a price tag of what? £50? Maybe even £25 if we did the mechanics at 50p each. Today I am going nowhere near that. Your price today is just £5.95 for you today. That is it. Per pair, we're talking pennies. We are talking 12 pence per pair. Not per one, per pair. Even if you were going to buy these at 50p a pair, that'd be a pretty good price. The fact of the matter is you're getting them at 12 pence per pair today at just £5.95. And you know what? Maybe you don't make for craft stores. Maybe you just make for a hobby or for your friends. Think about how many pairs of earrings you make for yourself or for your friends, especially around Christmas or their birthdays all year round. I know that earrings are always one that if I'm kind of not feeling that creative for one reason or another that day, or haven't really got anything on my mind, I'll always make myself a couple of pairs of earrings just because it's so easy, just because I don't have to think too much. I can just sort of get on, add a few gemstones, and then sometimes for me the earrings are actually the things that will inspire me. So I'll put a few gems together and think, ooh, that gives me an idea. I could do a matching bracelet or a matching necklace for that. Oh, great. And then that sets me off again. I'm ready. I'm feeling more creative. But even on those days, I can really quickly, within half an hour, whip up 4, maybe 5 pairs of earrings, and I'm done, and I'm on my way. So even if you just make for yourself or for your friends or your family, you would actually get through 50 pairs pretty quickly. And that's the great thing about this, because at £5.95, it doesn't matter how quick you get through them. It doesn't matter how many pieces you create with them, because at that price, it's a multi-offer deal. It truly, truly is. Half my stock has gone already on these though, so please do get your hands on it as soon as you can. You've even got the flattening detail here slightly at the loop of the arch. You've then got that ball detail. Let me show you it from the front. So that's how it would appear in your ear, just a very, very subtle little ball detail on there. And then as you turn to the side, you'd get the real full impact of that beautiful, almost swan neck bend, isn't it? Actually, you could, if you wanted to, loop up that other side and use it as a chain connector, couldn't you? Because it's got that beautiful swan head detail. And use it as a multi-strander. Really, really pretty. £5.95, and we always say, don't we, gold comes into fashion every single year, especially around wedding season. It is the most popular colour for wedding season, and the markets say that when it is wedding season, so around this time until the end of August, gold goes up in popularity and in sales by around 30%. So even if it's not actually your favourite colour of the metals, but you are selling on, don't forget you do have to sell for your audience, and people might well be looking for this colour at this moment in time. And have you seen all of the metallics that are out at the moment? There's loads of metallics, metallic shoes, metallic skirts, metallic headwear. It's absolutely huge. I know, trust me, it's so huge, right? But they're absolutely everywhere. So to get a beautiful mixture of metallics on your stall or just to give as gifts is a wonderful feeling. Over half my stock gone now, way over. I'm in my last chance saloon on this, I'll be honest with you. I've got 28 of these left at this moment in time. I've still got people with it in their baskets. Make sure you're checking out, because the cheeky thing is, people who are coming in on the phone, they're not just getting themselves one, some are getting 2 or 3. So do check out those baskets, £5.95. Do you know what, actually, I've got that organic showcase for you coming up in a bit. And there's lots of different sizes on there, perfect for earrings, so do stay tuned. Right, hang on. Ooh, what's this? Oh, we're going to do one now, are we? Say that to me again. A little teaser. Oh, I'm just giving you a teaser. All right, no, not buying this now. Oh, no, 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 no. Just have a little look. Ooh, my days. How pretty. These are coming up for you in a bit. In fact, I'm going to be doing a bit of Chanel for you today. That's coming up. Oh yes, how do you feel about a gemstone chain? How do you feel about the gemstone of creativity, the gemstone of February, the gemstone of the Pisces zodiac sign? Oh, so beautiful, amethyst. Oh my goodness, look at the sparkle on these. This is your gold-plated sterling silver chain. Oh my goodness. You're going to be getting 40 carats worth, you get a meter's worth of this chain. Now let me just unloop it for you so you can get a really good look. Now, there's a few things to tell you about this. Number one, look at that stunning colour and the work that has gone into that amethyst. This is faceted to perfection, and it has almost got that Zambian toning to it, yet still got just a little kiss of pink in the background. It's a beautiful example. Another thing that's really important to point out to you is you've got a meter's worth of 925 and gold plate in here. Well, I say a meter's worth. It's not really, is it? It's way more than that, because if you look, every single one of these wrap loops has got the double twist wrap loop on either end, and then it's obviously got the large loop to keep it together. So realistically, precious metal wise, you've probably got more like 2 meters worth of precious metal in this, because every single one is at least doubled up. Now this is 925, so 92.5% genuine silver, then plated, covered, coated in 9 carat gold. Now, silver has gone up in price again as of the 10th of this month. So what was that, 5 or 6 days ago? It's gone up again. It's the highest it's been since the end of March. Since the end of February till now, it's gone up in price by 21.6% up in price in that really short space of time. Now that means that when we're trying to buy silver and gold now, especially the 925 silver, we are finding it much harder to purchase it at the price point that we had before. With that 21.6% price hike, we have to pay it. It's, you know, it's the world over. Now, the thing with that is, for the metals that we are buying now, when we bring those to you, say in 4, 5 or 6 months, we're going to have to pass on that price increase. Of course, that's the way of business. It's 21.6% up since February. Everybody has to pay it, including us. So when you're seeing metal bought at this time in a few months' time, you will be paying that price hike. I can gladly say to you though that we bought this before the price rise, and therefore we're able to bring you this stunning deal for you today. It's just £17.95 for you today. You've got 40 carats worth of this exceptional quality amethyst. Just look at the amethyst spinning around there. You've got a whole meter's worth of this as well. It is an absolutely massive amount of this 925 and gold over the top here. Genuinely, every single one of these has a wrapped loop on it. Every single one has a double wrapped loop at either side. That is at least going to be doubling the length of the precious metals that you have in here. Also, I don't know if you've ever made yourself a wrapped loop chain like this before with this delicate amount, but Debbie Bulford has said to me before that she did half a meter's worth, she did 50 centimetres worth of a wrap loop chain. She said it took her about 4 or 5 hours to do half the length of this. That is a serious amount of time and effort. So basically, not only are you getting here a beautiful gemstone that is faceted, rich and serious quality. Let's face it, if this amethyst was rubbish quality, do you think we'd pair it with 925 plated in gold? We just wouldn't do it, would we? We only save this precious metal for the most precious and highly prized examples of gemstones such as this. Also, you're going to be getting something that to take your own time to do this. If you were making this yourself, we always say, especially if you're selling something, you're going to have to take your time into account, aren't you? You're going to have to be charging for your time. So if half of this length has taken lovely Debbie Bulford up to 5 hours to create, you would have to charge for that for a whole meter's worth of that. That could be up to 10 hours worth of making, couldn't it? Think of it like that. Look at the amount that's that. Do you know what? I can't even hold this taut because there's so much of it. It is an absolute huge amount. Over half of my stock has gone, and what I need to let you know as well is what I've got here is what we've got. This is out of the vault. This is bringing it to you today. If you want it, now's your chance to get it. What do you think of these lovely gemstone chains we've been having on, Anne?
I've actually got that one.
Do you have this one?
Yeah, I got it the first day it was launched, so it's straight on the phone. And I've made a little bracelet with 3 strands of it for a friend for Christmas, and hopefully she's not watching.
Oh, that's
I just
nice.
thought it was absolutely perfect, exactly what I was looking for her. They're beautiful, absolutely stunning. I love it.
That's such a beauty. And how did you do it, can I ask? Is it just simple?
It was just each end on a little jump ring attached to the clasp. That was also 3 little jump rings on the end of each strand. It was just 3 little strands, and that was it. It was very delicate, but
that's the thing, you don't have to do anything with this, do you? I think it's Janet, it's not an amethyst one she has, I think hers is a Labradorite one, but she literally just has it as a 1-strand bracelet, and you know, she's a guest designer, and you'd think, sometimes you think when you get things, oh, I need to do this, this and this, but with this, simple and elegant really could be it, that you don't need to overwork this, you truly, truly don't, but at the same time you can. At the same time, you absolutely could. You could go wild with this. I've got less than 10 left. I'm so sorry to tell you this. I've got less than 10, and I've got 3, 6, 7, 8, 9 in baskets. I've got 9 in baskets. I've got 10 left. People, get on the phone if you want this, because you might actually have the opportunity to get it. Oh, more people are coming in online now. Do you know what? Congratulations for getting your hands on this. You have got serious quality, an absolutely exquisite piece at a bargainacious price. Just £17.95 for you today. What? Okie pokely. Ooh, findings. Right, hang on. Let me just have a blackboard switcheroo. I have got a findings matrix box. I've not done one of these for you in ages. Now we'll show you them in the box, and then I will tip them out so you can have a really good look. Let's try and show you them one at a one before I mess up the facade and just basically pour them into a big mound. You've got here these beautiful selection of your copper shepherd's hooks. Now, how many have I got of these? 10, no, jump rings, toggle clasps. Why can't I find it? Oh, 10. I've got 10 pieces, it says. So 5 pairs worth of these, and that's the one with the little twist detail and the eye drop that we have on here. Oh, I'm gonna cough. It's gone. Yeah, no, it's gone. It's gone. It creeped up on me and then it was like, nah, you're all right, save it for later. You've also got a few of your toggle clasps. Now these are the small detailed toggle clasps. You're going to be getting yourself 4 pieces of these, and they do come with that added jump ring attached there as well, so I love a good freebie. These are your 9mm, really quite delicate, which I absolutely adore because they are the more delicate ones in their size. This is, for me, the perfect size for a cufflink, because sometimes, I'm sure you'll know, with toggle clasp, the T-bar can be slightly too large. You won't have that issue with this if you do wish to use it in that way. So you've got 4 of these. You've also got a selection of your bolt rings, 10 of these bolt ring clasps. I actually really like bolt ring clasps because I think even if you're new to jewellery making, you recognise that. You'll know what that is, won't you? You've got a meter's worth of chain as well, which I'll show you in a moment. You've got a selection of your jump rings as well. You've also got the lobster claw clasps too. Now these lobster claw clasps are great because they've got the inbuilt loop at the bottom. So you know sometimes this bit's loose. Oh, soz. These are actually built in with it, as you can see. So that means that they're super secure. They're quite nice and chunky. You've got a selection of your spacers as well in here, and you've got 2 chains. You've got the really large twisted oval chain. That is 34 centimeters long, and then you have the really fine cross chain as well. Oh my goodness, I love that chain. Let me double that chain up so you can really see it, because it's just so delicate. Take a look at these 2 chains, the thick large twisted oval, and then you've got the fine cross oval, which is 1.5 by 1 mil. That's it doubled up. Let me show you it separately so you get an idea. They are so delicate. So this, just to show you a sort of scale, a comparison, the loops on these are 5 by 3 mil, and the loops on this one are 1.5 by 1 mil. So seriously delicate, which is wonderful. You've got something great for charm bracelets, something great for real standout pieces, and then here you've got something that you can create a really elegant but high-end looking piece with. It all comes in your little matrix box as well. You're getting 106 pieces in total. Your price today, $12.95. That's all right. But it's not the price we're staying at today. $12.95? No. Under 10? Yes. Get on the phone because today it's yours for just £7.95. That's pretty much half price, isn't it? Should have been £13. Now only £7.95 for you today. That is absolutely astonishing, isn't it? And it comes in this little matrix box as well, which has got the slide lid, which means it keeps it all nice and neat in place. But also, once you've used them all, you can just refill in here. Have you cut up loads of seed beads recently? If you had loads of those seed bead strands, maybe you got your hands on one of those bead looms, so you've got loads of 2 mils rolling about the place. As soon as you cut them up, they can go everywhere, can't they? If you don't maybe, you know, put a loop on them, put a knot on the end quick enough, you can just pop them in here with all your different colours, can't you? £7.95 for 106 pieces. If you're new to us, get your hands on this, because trust me, you'll need the mechanics at some point. And even if you just want to stash up on something that is a ridiculously low price, you're looking at least 40% off today, aren't you? Should have been nearly £13. It's yours for just $7.95 today. If you are new, don't forget as well, 20% off at the moment if you're new and you sign up to our mailing list. And also make sure that you know as well, you're getting a free DVD. If you joined us today for the first time, if you haven't bought from us before, you get a free DVD and a little booklet too, which is really, really good. The booklet's really cool actually. It's got a load of, should we have a little look? Let's have a look. What have we got in here today? So this is going to be one of the books you get. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Oh look, that's handy. It's talking to you all about the findings that you've just bought in that pack I've just brought to you. Bolt ring class, some of these are in there, aren't they? All about your essential findings, which, as I thought they were, they aren't things you find on the floor. Loads of wire info as well. There's loads of little tips and techniques, and you get a free DVD. When does that happen? Never. I used to be chuffed when I used to buy like Girl Talk, you know, when you were dead young. You used to buy Girl Talk, and I used to be dead chuffed when you got like a free pen. Like, ooh! Some lip gloss that never went on your lips. Yeah, or some...
blunt nail file.
Or a blunt nail file, says Ben. Oh, gosh, it was awful, wasn't it? Torture. Traumatic. It should have been $12.95. It's yours today for just $7.95. Get your hands on it whilst you can. IUAZ65. A last chance to purchase. Multi-buyers galore on this. Get it whilst you can. Once it's gone, it's gone. Yours today, just £7.95. I've got a little bundle of fun for you now. Think one-locational gemstones. I've got a couple coming for you today, and this is going to be one of them. Think one-locational. What gemstones come to mind? Possibly tanzanite. The so well-known, so prestigious tanzanite. You may be thinking of your imperial topaz, that ever so aloof gemstone. You might also be thinking of this one. The stunning Larimar. Wow. Larimar is one of my favourite gemstones because it is one-locational, and let's be honest, there is something nice about buying jewellery that you feel a little bit unique, a little bit prestigious to own, isn't there? And I think Larimar is one of those. You've got it in this beautiful blue calming tone. When we think of one-locational blue gemstones, you're probably thinking of tanzanite. And when I think of tanzanite, I think of the size of that one location. That one locational area that we get tanzanite is around 16 square kilometres. So 16 square kilometres for all of those mines to get that one very prestigious, very much wanted gemstone. 16 square kilometres. Larimar comes from one location, which isn't 16 square kilometres, it's 1 square kilometre that we get this from. So you could say that this is 16 times harder to get your hands on than tanzanite, you could say, because of that smaller area. It is a really beautiful gemstone. It's very calming, it's very tranquil, it's very relaxing. It's almost got in every single one that pool-like effect. You know when you throw a stone into a pool and it kind of shimmers, especially in the sun, and then you get the bursts coming out with the different ripples. Each one of these has that somehow externally on it. It's just beautiful. Speaking of water, it'd be rude to talk of water and not bring to you some wonderful, beautiful pearls. Look at these. Cream side drilled pearls we've got here. 7 by 6 mil we've got here. I have got plenty of pearls coming up for you in a little bit, but they will be single strands. So I'll say to you, if you're planning on getting your hands on pearls today, well, as we always say, get your hands on a bundle if you want them at a lower price, because often we're able to offer you a larger discount with bundles purely because it's, you know, power of purchase, isn't it? The more you purchase, the cheaper it can be. So if you want to get your hands on pearls as part of a beautiful collection, this is going to be your opportunity today. And then finally, you have got these blue shell in the marquee shapes, 20 by 14 mil. All of these three together are very tranquil, they're water-based, they are very natural, relaxing collection that we've got here. All three of them today, we're going to give you a very chilled out price on. Should be $13.85. However, $13 unlucky for some. It's not for you today though. What? £8.95. I have got pearls here which have gone up in price. Facts. I have got one locational gemstone here for you, which if you try to get this in the Dominican Republic, you can actually have a tour of the mines where they get this from. When you go for a tour, they have like a shop at the end of it where you can buy Larimar. You would never even find a carat-sized piece of Larimar for that price. Oh, you're right, the tour would cost more than that actually, yeah. You wouldn't be able to buy 1 carat's worth of Larimar at that mine for $8.95, and you've got 180 here. Because think about it as well, with the Larimar mines, once you've done the mine, you've got a captive audience, haven't you? So they can pretty much charge what they want. You've got a captive audience there. They've just been through the mine. You've bumped up this gemstone. Oh my goodness. Now you have the opportunity to buy it. You can buy 1 carat's worth for double the price you're seeing on screen. You've got 180 carats worth here with pearls and shell for £8.95. Genuinely, pearl for £8.95. That is amazing, isn't it? I want to let you know as well, if you are new to us, I think this is always quite important, especially with pearls, because when you're looking at this, especially in this really kind of ageless, timeless colour, you might be thinking, oh, I wonder, you know, would that be nice as a necklace? Because I think when you look at pearls in a strand like that, it springs to mind, doesn't it? Let me show you the length of this. Now, this is touching at the back. So I always think this is quite important to show new people, because it's quite hard to judge, isn't it, the length of these strands. This is with it touching at the back. So yeah, you could just restrand this and pop a clasp on and you've got yourself a necklace for essentially £3, haven't you? Because you've got 3 different components within this kit at £8.95, so it's working out £3 each about, isn't it? Just under £3 each. I know, and the thing is, it's absolutely shocking, isn't it? When you think, I know, and I've said this before in the past, I bought a faux pair of pearls. It was like a long loop necklace, and I've spent £15 on that. It's just been plastic. It's absolutely shocking when you think you can get the real deal for £8.95 for you today. XVGC87. That's your code. Half of my stock's gone, my producer's telling me, so please do get yourself quickly to the phone lines. True blue, £8.95 for you today. Now, I have got the lovely Anne with me, and she's going to be showing us our first designer inspiration. Anne, give us a little bit of a description about your designs and what we're expecting now.
It's basically, it's a bit of eclectic, different techniques. One, as I said, using a condiment, and one using graduation of size and colour. So I'm going to show you how to do that. And something I just threw together this morning before I had the power cut, and show you how to do that in that 5-minute necklace.
Wonderful. We're going to be showing you a couple of different techniques today, so that's going to be something really exciting for you to have a look at. Can I ask you something? For someone who's watching today who's maybe not really done that much polymer before, is there aspects of this they can get involved with? They
can do it straight away.
Really?
Yeah, it's absolutely really easy. Just takes a little bit of time. Just give yourself enough time to do it. Two of the techniques you'll be able to do within 5 minutes. The graduation one will take you a little bit longer.
Fab. Yeah. So this is perfect then, because it's got something that new people can get involved with, but it's also something that you might not have seen before, even though you've been doing polymer for a long time, that you can really get your teeth stuck into and maybe just try something new out. It is a polymer creation, but I've also got a lot of genuine, beautiful gemstones with this. Let's start off with the polymer though. I've got 3 with accents and 1 without. Now when I say accent, I mean that something's been added to the clay to give it a little bit of something extra. So 3 with accents, 1 without. The silver we have here has got the accent. You'll be able to see that it's got that glisten, almost metallic effect. You've also got here the peacock pearl, which again has a pearl essence added to it. You've got your pearl with the pearl accent within there as well. It's just a very light, fine glitter. And then you've got your, what's this one called? Ultramarine blue. Gosh, that's a gorgeous colour. I'm not sure I've seen this before. That is a really vibrant tone. And then this is your beautiful base colour of that. I've then got a mixture of goodies for you. Oh, I can't believe I've got chain in this. Were you? I bet you were absolutely
waiting on chain for a while.
I was going to say, blimey, people absolutely adore this chain. Have a look, chunky chain for you today. It's lush, isn't it? This is your oval shape, and then each one has got a very delicate twisting detail to it, which just means there's beautiful texture. The thing with this is it is so thick and chunky that you can snip these off, use them all separately, and they've still got strength to be put back into shape and hold their shape. It's really, really wonderful. So you've got the silver chain there as well. You're also going to be getting your gemstones. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, boy. Where to start with these? Tranquil. I love the luster to this. Wow. Light blue. Really wonderful chalcedony. 70 carats worth. I think you can tell chalcedony from a mile off because it's got such a unique luster. It's almost hard to describe, it really is, but you can almost feel the luster and the strength of chalcedony. I think this is a really wonderful example of it as well. 70 carats worth you have here, from 9x8 to 13x9 mil on these. Really tranquil blue. You've also going to be getting your hands on some white quartz. Oof. Wow, I've really got to take a look at these. They are white, aren't they? Wow. Now, one thing you will not be able to see of these, which is a bit of a shame, but I know you won't, because even I'm sort of having a real good look at them. They've got this, you know, crackled clear quartz, when you get the crackled clear quartz and it has that really interesting internal effect. It's got that to it, but then it's still got this white body of colour. You'll have to get it home to really understand or really believe it. But it has, yeah, it's got like veins in it, and it's got these beautiful areas of internal texture. To you, it just looks like a white gemstone, doesn't it? Get it home and you can see that each one of these is totally unique and different. It really is. Do you know what I mean, Anne? You've seen them up close.
I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, I know when I took them out, I was like, wow, what are they?
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't realise they were quartz. I thought they were fantastic. I just loved them.
It is, it's a really different feel to them. You have to get it home, a 30-day money-back guarantee, as you know. And then lastly, but by no means leastly, I've got, oh my gosh, I'm showing you them used by yourself. I've not brought these to you in ages. And whenever I've brought these to you, they have gone as quick as a flash. The shape of these is truly spectacular. Have a little look. I call them peanuts. Have a look. Okay, so this is them together. Let me show you them separately. We just try and get one out for you. So can you see how separately they're shaped? They're shaped like monkey nuts, they're called, aren't they? Can you see how they're shaped separately? So they're all individual. There you are, let me hold them. Can you see? So they kind of go in a little bit, don't they? It's almost like a figure of 8. So when they're all separate, you can have them sitting next to each other, but then you can bump them up. Look at that. These are what I call the peanut shape coral. 8x4 mil, and this is in your stereotypical coral shape, isn't it? Oh my gosh, it's massively in fashion, this colour, isn't it? And then, if you didn't think that was good enough, if you thought, yes, finally they've got that shape back in, I've got 2 strands of it. In fact, I can show you even better on this strand. Right, here's the individuals. Here is your individual shape. That's what they look like. And then look, as you put them together, whoop, it gives you almost this, it's like almost double helix look, isn't it? Which is just so interesting. So all separately, you can work them separately with a spacer in between, and you'll be able to get a really nice, really interesting look. But quite sparse if you want it, just use them one by one. But if you want a really luxurious look, boom, all together, all in one. They just interlink perfectly. Gorgeous, bright, vibrant orange on these. So 2 strands of these, and let me show you these 2 together as well. Oh my gosh, I've just thought, you've got 2 strands here. You could interlink. It's about the 5th time I've hit that today. Me and Ben had the same idea then, didn't we? So you'd go like 1 pink, 1 orange, 1 pink, 1 orange, and then when you got them together, oh my good, what? How would it go? Yeah, indeed. Oh my gosh, should we try that out later, Ben?
I think we should.
Yeah, I think we should. Because look how perfectly those colours go together. So then imagine, just on one strand, a pink one, then an orange one, pink, orange. Lush, wouldn't it? Okay, let's get on to lovely Anne, shall we? Let me give you your price on this, because I've got the 4 strands, your 4 blocks, and your chain. Your price should be £38.55. Cracking little price for something that we've missed out on, something I've never seen before, something everyone always wants, and a truly exquisite strand that £24.95 is your price. What do you think of that price, Anne?
That's fantastic. The amount of clay and I could have gone forever. There's just so much you could do with it. For that price, it's fantastic.
It is fantastic,
just for the strands alone.
Yeah, just for those strands.
Yeah.
I'd be more than chuffed with that price. I truly, truly would. Tropical paradise. It's cheaper than going on holiday. Just £24.95 for you today. £13.60 saving, that is. £13.60. Now, Chloe's just challenged me there, I think. I just said it's not like going on holiday, but I've got an instant tan strand here, Chloe, so you're wrong. Instant tan strand. Chloe says you can't go on holiday, right? If you don't get a tan if you buy these, but you would if you go on holiday. I disagree. Look at me now. Look at this arm here. Oh, that's pasty, that's pale, isn't it? Boom, tan. Can you see that? Pasty, pasty pale. Boom. You think it works better with the white? All right, hang on. Don't have a look. Oh, I could do this all day. Have a look. Right, pasty. Pale. Oh, go on holiday, Bex. I already have. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Who needs a holiday when you've got white quartz? That's what I want to see. £24.95. Now, come and have a look at what gorgeous Anna's made, because genuinely, I'm so excited to learn, because she's kind of given me a little sneaky, I better hit this beading tray off. Hang on, wait there. She's kind of given me a little sneaky idea of how it's done. But you've not actually told me or shown me, so I'm excited to see exactly how this works.
It's great fun.
What was your idea coming from for this?
Well, Pip put the kit together. I didn't know what was in it when it arrived, so it was just open it, look, see what I've got, and then set the mind working. And immediately when I saw the chain, I've wanted to do this sort of bubble necklace for a long time, but you need a chunky chain to support it. And of course, as soon as I saw the chunky chain, I went, yeah, I'm doing a bubble necklace.
I love it.
Did a graduated one. And then I thought, because it was sort of seaside, sort of corals and things like that, I thought I'd try and do something sort of volcanic or something like that, so to go with the coral, and that's what
you've definitely managed that. Now, and can I just ask you what you think of this price for the kit? How do you think £24.95 is with £13.60?
I say I would pay that just for the strands.
Well, it's going lower. £21.95 for you today. What do you think of that price?
That's crazy. With those, I've been wanting to get those corals for ages, and every time I've gone to get them, they've not been there.
£16.60 saving.
Brilliant.
That is astonishing, isn't it?
Fantastic.
And you were saying this kit, you've made some beautiful pieces here. Would you surely for that price, if you were to sell these on?
Oh yeah, that bubble necklace alone, just for the time that went into it.
Yeah.
That was the one that took me the longest. And unfortunately, I had another power cut on Saturday, so I lost the day. So I was struggling to get it done. But yeah, I'd probably sell that for certainly over £30.
So even just from selling this piece, you could have made a profit. And you said you had loads left.
I've got loads left. I could have done a lot more, just time constraints, that sort of thing. But that little necklace on the end, I did that in about 10 minutes before I went and had my shower.
Really?
Yeah.
Your dark shower this morning?
Yeah.
Wow.
And just strung a bit of chain on. I didn't have time to put a clasp on it, but I just thought I'll do something quickly.
That's fab, isn't it? I absolutely love that.
Using the extruder, I'll show you how to do that. It's really simple.
Wonderful.
Great one for the kids to make as well.
Perfect at this time of year, isn't it? And then these are the techniques that I'm so excited. It's very volcanic, almost out of this world, like kind of meteor feel to it.
That's why the inspiration, because I do like my science programs, I like my space programs and all that sort of thing. And I always look for inspiration for that sort of thing. That's like moon rock and that sort of thing. Yeah, that's
definitely what you've got your hands on here. Congratulations, everyone, getting your hands on this kit. You've got almost £17 saving, a tiny price point of £21.95. One thing that's really important for me to point out to you as well, because I can see that there is a few new buyers today, and we haven't had this coral on for such a long time. All of our coral is completely ethically sourced, 100% ethically sourced. We don't go into the sea and dredge this out at all. We don't disturb marine life, nothing like that whatsoever. A lot of it actually, we go up to areas, up into mountains where the water no longer exists, where there are extinct seas, and where the coral has been for hundreds and hundreds of years. So all ethically sourced, just to give you peace of mind, as all of our gemstones are, of course. £21.95. Congratulations for getting your hands on this. And this is for someone who's brand new or who's been doing it for a while.
Anybody can do this. And as you see, I did the pink and the orange together.
I know, yeah, I've just seen that. Ben's not here. Ben, I think we stole that idea off you, didn't we, subconsciously?
Yeah. I just wanted to do something very simple. If I'm doing a stone technique, I like to make the jewellery quite simple so that you can look at the stones and yeah.
Now, if you are brand new to jewellery making, you probably have a fair few questions, don't you? Anne's here to help out. Give us a text in today, 60777. Start your text with the word JM Studio. Any questions for the lovely Anne, do get in touch with us. Don't think it could be a silly question, because there's no such thing. Anything simple or tricky, get in touch with us. Where are we starting?
Right, what I'll do is I'll show you the colour graduation for the bubble necklace. And obviously I can't make the whole thing because it took quite a long time to make. I will put the sizes of the beads up on Facebook. In the process of writing that at the moment, so probably tomorrow it'll be up and it'll give you all the sizes. So what I've done is, doesn't matter what size of cutters you use, just as long as you keep the graduation the same. So what I've done is I've got the cutter set out of the starter kit, and I've used the number 3 coming in from the middle and the tiny little one. That's all I've used, just to demonstrate. And all I've done is one of number 3 and one of number 1 to get this colour, and then I've gone 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and then 7, and that gives you the colours. I've obviously done it in small size, just to let people see, because you don't want to sit and watch me doing this all day because it's pretty boring. So, and then when you mix the 7 together, you get this lovely colour graduation.
So that's how you get it from light to dark. So you're almost doing parts here, aren't you?
Yeah, it's one part to, I'd say that was a three parts, 1, 3, 2. Yeah. So whatever, you don't have to use these sizes, just as long as you've got one size and then 2 sizes down to give you your colour graduation. You don't have to go with these colour graduations, you can do your own. You can do it with the peacock. This is just to give you an idea on how to do it.
Got you.
So that's that colour there. Okay, and that's what you end up with that one. That was the 1 part to the 7 small parts.
Fab, I see.
So that gives you your colour graduation. Now what I did was to actually make the beads. I just used some clay from the kits that was lying around, so scrap clay that was lying around, just to go in the middle. And I'll just demonstrate with a little piece of this clay, without going, mixing up. For those that have not seen it before, I'll show you how to cover a bead. I'll just get some scrap clay from here.
Okay.
It's very, very simple. As I say, I will put on Facebook the graduation sizes, because you can work out the graduation yourself, but I'll put down the graduations that I've done for that to get that effect.
Okay.
So I've wanted to do one for ages on JewelleryMaker, but it's just, as you can see, you really need a big chain to
be able to hold it, and to balance it out in a way to the eye.
That's right. Now what I've done is I've just taken a piece of clay. If you want the beads to be exactly the same size, use your cutters, and then you maybe use that cutter there will give you one size bead, and then the other one will give you a smaller bead.
I see.
You can do that.
And then obviously you'd reshape them to the ball.
Reshape them into a ball. You can do that, or you can measure. You can do it at shop, measure it and cut it. There's lots and lots of different ways. But I've just taken a little scrap piece just to show you how to roll a bead. One of the easiest things how to cover it is to put it into a little tube, and then wrap it in your clay, the colour that you want on the outside.
Okay.
And then cover in the ends. I'll do this very quickly. And then cover in the end. And it's much easier to cover a tube than it is to cover a round. And then roll it back into a round again, unless you're doing a pattern.
Why is that?
It's just because that you can get the ends to all match up at the end.
That's a really good tip.
Yeah. Because one of the things I wanted with those beads, I didn't want the colours all to be completely uniform. I wanted to see sort of little swirls in them, so so they're not all completely the one colour. They have got little graduations in them.
And that's the lovely thing about it, isn't it? It adds like a texture to it.
You can be completely organic with it.
It's beautiful.
And that's what I've done with this. So I've got my beads, and I'm just going to use, I've got gold head pins here, but I use silver ones. Just a tip, when you're jewellery making, and sometimes you use a head pin or an eye pin or something like that, you cut the bit off. Keep that bit you cut off, because it's fantastic for putting a loop on the end and putting it into your polymer clay.
Brilliant.
So you're not wasting anything.
That's great.
So I've got I'll just cut the end off this. I've got a little box full of the ends of eye pins, head pins, all that sort of thing.
Time and time
that
again.
I use, yeah. And
that's good.
It's making your kits go further as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little loop on the end of this. It doesn't have to be perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. That's all I've done. Just a little. You see that? Just a little loop. And with my craft knife or my blade, I'm just going to cut a little hole in here, and then I'm going to pop that in there.
With the loop inside? With
the loop inside, because what happens then is the bead will bake round the hole that you've made, the loop that you've made, and it won't come out.
Good tip.
It won't come out. Now it doesn't matter if it's slightly conical like that, because it helps sort of tessellate it a little bit. And then what I do is just put that in the oven. Now I actually baked this on, you know, the index cards that you get for putting in index rollers and things like that. The old way you used to write your name and address down in an index card.
I know what you mean. The box.
Yeah, the box.
Yeah. And you have all the. So you baked it in one of those.
What I did was I got the card and I concertinaed it.
Yeah.
And I put the beads in the card.
Got ya.
So
I see.
Because they can't hang on the baking tray.
Yes.
Like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I see. Okay, great.
So when they came out, unfortunately the one that I had for demoing, I did put it in my box, but between here and somewhere it's disappeared. It always seems to. And you know what happens? You get home, you open it and you go, there it is.
There it is, straight away.
Yeah, so I'll do it with this one. So when you take it out, it will be baked. Obviously this one's not baked. And all I'm going to do is just roll this down.
And how long are we baking it for? Because I presume each different size would take a different time now.
Yeah, what I normally do is, when I'm preparing for a show, I will make up everything first.
Yeah.
And then I will put it all in the oven together just to save on electricity. And then everything goes in for about half an hour. It doesn't matter if you put it in for any longer. As long as it's the temperature, don't put the temperature up between 120 and 130. You can put it in, you can put that in for half an hour, you can put it in for 10 minutes. And it's absolutely fine. It's just the temperature you have to watch.
I see.
If it's too high, it will burn and it smells and it's horrible.
Okay.
So that's your bead basically ready to go.
Lovely.
And then all you do is just string them on in the different sizes, like what I've done there. And all I did different was the bead at the end, at both ends, is just a normal bead with a hole through it.
Right.
So when I strung it together, I put the large bead on, then all the other ones all the way graduated through the little loops that I'd made, and then the very last bead I just put on a normal bead with a hole through it, the way you would normally do.
I see, and that's how you attach it on.
And that's how you attach it on, and it gives you that effect. It's so simple.
Brilliant.
But it's not easy to demonstrate, because there's so much at the time it takes to go into it as well.
At home you'll have the time and you can get all of this. So even if you are brand spanking new, this is your opportunity to create that look.
It's a fantastic way, if you are new, to learn how to make beads.
Yeah.
It teaches you how to graduate from small to large, how to work with your pliers if you're new to jewellery making as well, how to insert, you know, it gives you everything, how to string it. It's a one-stop shop necklace.
One-stop shop necklace. It really is. And for beginners as well, sometimes, especially when you're starting something new, it's quite important to have your mind set on something to create. So perhaps if you are new and you want to create that, give it a go today.
And it sits really nice as well. It looks quite chunky, but it's really nice.
Absolutely. If you are new to Polymer, there's a few really important things that you need to know. Number one is the way to store. Number two is the way to cut into form, and also I suppose how to look after it. All of that will be helping you out today. You've got your grade 5 plastic. Now this is really important, you store it in this type of box because otherwise it can eat into other plastics. You've got in here your clay blades, you've got your serrated, your straight fixed and your bendy with your protector there as well. This is for cutting, this is for creating straight lines. You can also create, you know, waved lines and things with this as well, can't you? This is even just for cutting it away from the block and keeping it in the shapes that you wanted. You've also got what Anne was talking about and has been using today, your starter cutters. And these are the ones that you use to give that graduation in colour and size, isn't it? So you've got the very, very small one in here.
I did see it in there. There it is. It's
there it is, it's hiding.
Yep.
Stop hiding. So you had the very smallest one in here, which is the one Anne used to pick out the blues. And then you've got the third one in, which Anne used to create the white circle to give you that colour graduation. You then have the other selection of sizes as well, which mean you can get the graduation in the actual size of the bubbles.
That's right, yep.
So this is getting you started. You've also got your hands on this roller as well. Now this is your acrylic roller. Again, this is really important for getting the right thickness. It can help you prep your clay as well, because the worst thing to do if you think that you can just open up a block of clay and sort of it's ready to go, that's not quite the case. You have to prep it, and this will come in very handy for that. You've also got your selection of your sanding papers as well. Fine and super fine packets in here. You'll be getting 3. Great for once it's baked and you can really just size it up. And then you've also got your 2 acrylic roller plates. Again, you can actually use these to create the bead shapes, can't you?
Yes, you can, yeah. You can create them to use pebbles, cones, all sorts of things. They're great.
Lots of different shapes. You've got loads in here to get you started, including your clay, your black and white clay today. Your price should be, to get you started, it's not going to stay that price today though. That's the price of our starters kit. It's not staying there.
Oh wow.
It's not £17.95. We're taking it down. One of the lowest you've ever seen. £12.95 for this today. Are your kids just about to come on their summer holidays? Have you got grandchildren? Have you got those, maybe you've signed yourself up for some sort of holiday after school club, that type of thing, and you just need to keep them really entertained? This is absolutely perfect. When I started working for my charity when I was 18, it was the first class I delivered to a group of young people was polymer clay, and honestly, not only does it keep them entertained for hours and hours, but it's quite quick, instant results, it's instant gratification, which is why I think children love it so much.
All you need is like 2-3 colours, twist them together, and you've got a swirly bead. You know, and you can bake that, you can make a necklace straight away.
Exactly.
It's brilliant.
And another one for it as well, another thing that this is so great is, with certain techniques or certain hobbies, you might have to get one for a certain age and one for another age. This can span over anyone. You know, maybe the teenagers could get really into doing teddies and burgers and doll shapes and quite intricate stuff, whereas little ones just have fun blending.
Oh yeah, they just have fun. Give them an extruder and some clay, and they have fun for hours and hours.
For hours. We have got DVDs on the website, absolutely loads and loads on there to get you involved. And of course we do our workshops as well, so have a little look online, call the call centre, they'll be able to sort you out with some help for that. It is your starter kit. It's a ridiculously low price, £5 off for you today if you're quick. £12.95 for you. Wonderful. So we've done your bubbles.
Right, we've done that one. I'm going to show you very quickly the one I made this morning.
I love this one.
To do that.
Beautiful, that, isn't it?
I'll say with the kids with the extruder and some colours, and they can do this.
Fab.
And all I've done is I've taken the number 3, which is the nearest size that fits inside the extruder.
In the starter kit.
In the starter kit, and I've taken the pearlescent, the ultramarine and the peacock. I've actually blended the peacock down a little bit with some of the white pearlescent because it was a little bit dark. So what I've done is that. And what I've done is I've put a white between every alternate colour in a little little sausage, I suppose.
It's a bit like a tube of fruit pastels, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
I was reading today, did you know that a tube of fruit pastels, it's completely random the mix you get?
Really?
I always thought it'd be like, oh, it's green, red, or whatever. But no, some packets might have all green and yellow.
Oh, I'd like that.
See, I wouldn't.
I don't like orange.
Oh no, that's beautiful. Apparently yellow is the least popular flavour.
Oh no, I like the yellow one.
Really?
Yeah.
And me and you are going to share a packet of
I'll
fruit
give you the
pastels,
orange
love. Yeah, I
ones.
can have the orange and red.
And I'll have the yellow ones.
Yeah, I love that. It's fab.
Yeah, yellow and green.
Red and purple are the most popular and yellow is the least favourite apparently.
Oh, it's strange that, isn't
Yeah,
it?
no, I know.
Yeah, it's weird. No, if I get a packet of sweets at work, we've got a little tea bar at work and they sell, I take all the orange ones out and give them to my boss.
Do you? Oh, I love that. I'm going to share sweets with you all the time. I can't stand those ones.
Right, what I've done is, if you've got the extruder, you will get all these little dies. Talking about orange and some orange clay on there. I thought I'd cleaned it. And what I've done is I'm using the biggest die rectangle. So, sorry about my nails. I'm absolutely covered in clay, black clay. It's just got to get in. Oh, you know, it's paint as well because you saw what I made. There's paint and I've been trying to get it off for days and it's not coming off. So what I've done is just pop that in the cap there and then I'm just going to screw that back on. I'm
afraid we haven't got any extruders at the moment, but if you have one, you'll know what it is. Yeah. If you're loving this design, we will be getting some back in very soon. And then all you do is just turn it. This is the therapeutic bit, this is the great bit. This is the bit the kids like. Yeah, I love this bit. Yeah, it's great. It all comes out. It all comes out, it's really easy. There you go, and it will blend all the colours together. Gorgeous is that. Goes with what you're wearing, Anne. It does actually. It's my favourite sort of cool, calming colours. I've had a stressful last few days with all these power cuts. I don't know what they're doing. I think they're digging up the street and having to put the power off and things like that. Really? But I was at work yesterday, so obviously I missed it yesterday, but I got caught in it this morning. You got caught in it this morning. So, sure. Yeah. Oh, look at how that's coming out. It looks like taffy. It's gorgeous. Yeah, there you go. Can you see the graduation of colours? It's just so beautiful. Put that to the side. Look at that. And that gives you all these lovely colours through like that. That pearlescent really makes it shine, doesn't it? It's really nice. And then all you have to do is just bend it into whatever shape you want. This is just free form? This is just free form. Just bend it in, sort of a larger one. I'm doing this towards me so I can see what I'm doing. Yeah, no, that works well for the camera buff anyway. Yeah, oh, that's good. That's what I was saying, I do try when I'm at home to do things upside down so that when I come here I can show things, but sometimes it doesn't work. There are sometimes you have to do it facing you. There you go. That's beautiful. And that is basically all you have to do. I'll just push that in, put that one round like that, and then just squish it in the middle like that. So there's one sort of meeting section. One sort of meeting point like that. Yeah. And then I take my needle, I've got a needle tool, it's actually a silver clay working tool, but it's fantastic for polymer clay. And just go straight through that section there. And then I'd put that on a baking tray. Could you just use the poker tool for your baking tray? Yeah, you could do, you could do. This is just, the thing with this is it actually cuts like a knife up the blade up as well, so it works as a knife. And then all you do is bake that, put an eye pin through, and then make a loop at the other end, and you can attach that to some chain, and that's it. That's as simple as that. That is so simple. And I did that this morning, as I say, just before my the power went off. And so kids can do that, and it just looks so effective. If you're walking at a craft fair and you saw that, it would make you stop. And if it's taking you 10 minutes. Literally, that's it. Yeah. It's so easy. So simple. Really, and of course the lovely colours as well. The graduation in it is lovely. Because of that graduation in colour, you could be really impactful and use really opposites. Yeah. If you use like huge, or make it really dainty. We could do one actually coming, if you had enough clay, coming round the neck like this in one piece. I didn't have enough to do that this morning. That would be really nice. Fab. Well, that's number 2 sorted. So that's number 2. That's a great one for the kids. If you do want to get your hands on this kit, that's at the bottom of your screen currently. It had almost £17 saving, APGC 37, that's your code. You had 2 strands of that beautiful coral, you had that amazing quartzite in there as well, and you had that chunky chain, loads of polymer too. All of that was coming in at just £21.95 today. At the side of your clay, it's our starter kit, £12.95 as well, £5 off the usual price.
That's brilliant.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Do you know what, if every time I need blades, I buy the starter kit. The reason being is you get clay, I get the blades, and I keep the cutters for my classes, and you get the box as well, and it works out a lot cheaper.
It really does, doesn't it? Because buying blades by themselves can be a real nightmare.
Yeah, but you get everything. It's a fantastic kit. I think it won the kit of the year for last year.
Does it?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Yeah,
it's such a long
fantastic.
time ago. Do stay where you are. I've got some more polymer deals coming up for you in a little bit. So we've got another one now.
Right, this one.
This is the one. This is the condiment one.
This is a condiment one, yeah. Well, I'll tell you, I didn't devise this technique. I came to it by accident myself, and then I found it on the internet a few years later.
Okay.
And what I wanted to do is make the clay pitted. And I tried lots and lots of different things, and then I was filling up my salt cellar one night, and I hit on an idea, and it worked.
Well, that's handy, isn't it?
It is great.
Or else.
And then a few years later, when I found it on the internet as well, so it's like, I didn't invent it, but I discovered it myself.
Wow, it's very
and then I've just gleamed it as well, so you can do this with all sorts of colours.
It's so tactile.
It is, it's great.
Squeeze, it's great. Gorgeous.
So what I've got is a tub of, I'll just take that ring off, is a tub of rock salt.
So this is your thick.
This is the thick.
The really hard rock salt.
Yeah, this is the stuff you put in your grinders.
Yes, so you put it in your grinder before you grind it.
Before you grind it, yeah.
Yeah.
Not the soft.
No,
salt.
not the fine.
Not the fine salt, because that won't work. So what you need to do is, thankfully, because it's warm in the studio, is you need to get the clay really warm, really soft. Usually I'm trying to keep it not from sticking together, but today I do want it to stick.
Today you want it to stick together, okay.
So what to do is just knead it together till it's really, really hot and sticky. Right. And then all you're going to do is drop it into the salt, okay?
Now you're pushing that in?
Yep, pushing it in. So don't worry about distorting the shape of the beads, because you can roll that afterwards.
Okay.
You want to get this really covered as much as you can. If you take it out and it's not completely covered, just stick it back in again.
Okay.
Because actually when I did this, I put it in the oven thinking the salt would maybe melt in the oven, and when I took it out it didn't. And I thought, oh, and then I thought, I know how to get this done, and I'll show you. So once you've got it completely covered, okay, you can shape it into whatever you want.
Hey, that looks like a fruit pastel, doesn't it? Doesn't it?
Fruit pastels on the brain today.
I know, right?
But you can shape it into a ball. I've done organic shapes because it's an organic technique.
Yeah.
And it looks better if you do it sort of in sort of pebbles and that sort of thing. And that's what it's like. Now you just put that in your oven, bake it at your normal temperature for the size of the bead. Obviously you put a hole in it and whatever.
The way you want to strand it.
Or if you could do it as a cabochon and wire wrap it if you wanted to.
Lush idea.
That would look really nice.
That's really nice.
Now that's what you do. Now the next bit, I'm hoping I don't get burnt.
Me too.
With hot water without the aid of a safety net. That's quite warm.
Oh, is this what Pete sort of wrestled in earlier on?
Went and got for me.
Bless him.
I brought a flask with me, so.
That is organisation, that.
Now here's one I've actually baked.
So this is post-bake?
This is post-bake. And what I forgot to tell you was the colour is actually one of the, when you get your block of clay, it comes in 4 sections, and it was just a section of each of the silver, the peacock and the ultramarine. So
it's a quarter of each?
Yeah, to get that sort of metallic blue colour, which is really pretty colour. Like it's really nice. And then take this off.
So post-bake with all of these bits of salt in there?
Yep. And get some hot water.
So how hot are we talking?
I've usually get it out the kettle.
Okay, yeah.
Because I did try it straight from the tap and it took quite a long time. So hopefully this will work.
Oh yeah, look, it's all dissolving.
Yeah. I might have to just roll it around a little bit. Ow.
Careful with your fingers.
It's in hot water. Yeah, if you just
so you can do a few at once in here, can't you?
Yeah,
A few at a
that's
time.
what I did with mine. I had a big bowl at home and put them all in. And what I tend to do is do it straight out the oven because it's still quite hot, so they melt a bit. It melts a bit quicker. Obviously, this is come from home, so it's pre-baked, so it's cooled down.
Yeah.
But
could you, if you liked the look of it, leave a few of those salty bits in?
I've actually got a pendant at home. I should have brought it with me, I didn't think, which has actually got some of the salt still in it, and then I varnished over it, and it looked really, really nice.
That sounds lovely.
Yeah.
And again, that gives you an idea of depth, doesn't it?
It does, yeah, and it sparkles as well.
Yeah, of course.
It does, it sparkles, it's really pretty. Wow. But I think,
wow.
It's me, normal.
So all of that's, wow, that's a completely different feel we've got here.
I've got my fingers. There you go. And when you take it out,
look at that.
And that is what it looks like when you take it out.
How beautiful is that?
Move that out of the way.
Isn't that fab? Got all the different texture in there now.
Yeah. And then you can gleam it, or I gleamed that with silver just to give it to pick up the highlights, just because I was showing it on TV.
Yeah.
But I would maybe normally just use Sculpey gloss on that to pick out the patterns on it. And if you do it with black, it looks like lava.
Gorgeous. We've got some Gleam coming up, have we? Ooh.
I like my Gleam. I do like my Gleam.
Talk to us about Gleam, because I'm going to bring you some right now.
Yeah. Many years ago, when I first did this, I used to use cream eyeshadows.
Did you?
Yeah. Before I even knew about gleams and things like that, and then when I found the Gleam, I can't stop gleaming things now. Anything that's got a texture gets gleamed.
I can't stop gleaming.
I can't gleaming. And basically, if you do a textured piece of clay, you just put these colours over the top. It picks out all the highlights, and it just transforms what was a fantastic piece of clay into an amazing piece of clay. Oh, love that colour set.
This is a gorgeous colour set, isn't it?
Love
this is
that
the
colour
Moroccan
set.
Gleams. Talk to me about the smell of Gleam.
It's lovely.
Oh my gosh,
reminds me of my
heaven
childhood. Reminds me of when I used to polish my shoes when I was little.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's like, isn't it?
My dad used to make polish my shoes. I'm like, polish your shoes. And that's what it reminds me of.
Gorgeous, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, these colours, what kind of looks are we going to be getting if we're using these colours in our pieces?
These ones I've been using sort of fairly recently with floral designs, using the golds to pick out leaf colours, the purples on golds and things like that. And it is very, very Moroccan. If anybody's ever been to Morocco, I've been to Casablanca, and the really colourful tiles and all that sort of thing, and this is just perfect.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
All you have to do is essentially rub it onto the surface, and it really highlights all these pieces. You can add it, you don't just have to use it in this medium as well, you can use it with so many of the mediums, can't you?
Yeah, you can use it on, even if you're into you know, if you've got a fireplace. I've seen somebody use it on a fireplace to pick out detail on fireplace.
I've used it around a mirror at home.
Yep.
You can use it if you're interested in memory books, card making. I use a lot of mine for that. You can use it with jewel enamel. You can use it with resin as well, actually, if you have texture. You can add it to pretty much everything. You really can. It's absolutely stunning. You can, of course, use them separately or mix them together. I love mixing and getting different textures that way. Friendly plastic as well, I've just thought you'd work this way. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
You're going to be getting 3 pots of these. Tell you what, it's going to last you a long time. All 3 of them today are yours for just £7.95.
That's great. I've seen pots of, you know, great big ones for that price, but why do you need a great big one?
Because it lasts you so long.
Yeah, it'll last you so long. Where you're getting 3 for the same price you would pay for one big one. And you can do that.
And we've used Gleam on this design all over here, haven't we? So this is the effect that it gives you. This is obviously with the silver colouring,
That was with silver. I didn't bring it with me because I thought, well, I'm not going to gleam this one because I wanted to show you one without Gleam, so I didn't
so this is the difference. This is kind of post-Gleam, this is pre-Gleam. So can you see how we've added that over the top of the surface? It's really raised those areas, hasn't it? It's beautiful.
It goes
$7.95 is your price for these 3 today. Wonderful.
So that was that one.
I love that you just came up with that idea and you just thought, give it a go.
Yeah, it was just, I'd actually been using crushed glass, and I had done it to pendant, putting crushed glass into the clay.
Oh, wow.
It makes it sparkle.
Okay.
And it hadn't worked. When I took the pendant out, all the glass fell out, and it left with all this pitted, and I went, oh, I like that. And so I tried to do it again, but the glass stuck this time, so I was picking it out. And then I just was looking for something that I could use that would melt, and I just came up with this. But as I say, I didn't invent it, it's just I arrived at that, the same as I'm sure there's hundreds of other people who have arrived at it as well.
That's how creativity is born, just through exploration, isn't it?
Yeah.
I have got some more polymer goodies here for you as well, actually.
I love the glitter.
You're a bit like me, aren't you? A bit of a glitter girl.
Oh, I love it as well. That's such a pretty colour.
Our glitter is super fine, and a lot of our glitter is exclusive to us here at JewelleryMaker. Have a look at this one. Wow.
I'll give you a piece of clay to put some on.
Yes,
if you want.
please.
There you go, put a little bit on there.
Yes, please. Hang on. So she's on a bit of rolled out clay. Let me dab on. Oh, that looks nice.
That's really pretty.
That's a really pretty one, isn't it?
That would be so nice if you were doing Christmas cards and putting little polymer clay charms on a Christmas card. That would be fantastic. I shouldn't mention that word.
Oh, Christmas.
Yeah.
We're having haven't we got a show coming up the 22nd of this month? We have, haven't we? Look at how shine, how sparkle that is. And the thing is, you can mix it in as well, can't you?
Yes, you can. You can mix it all the way through as well. You don't have to just put it on the surface. You can mix it through.
And it gives you that accented effect, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And actually, it's really helpful for cleaning up your desk.
Yeah. I'll tell you what it's good for. If you've got clay that you've had for quite a long time and you want to revive it, what I do is normally grate it and then I squish it and grate it to bring it back to life.
Yeah, the actual
and then I
polymer
put
itself.
Glitter through it to just to give it that little something else.
Little lift. Little lift.
So it's good for that as well.
It's a gorgeous colour, that, isn't it? Really delicate. What's it called? It's called glitter, but it's almost a butterscotch, isn't it?
It is, it's beautiful.
I have got 4 colours as well that work just so well. Look at these. This is Mardi Gras, this is fun, this is bright, this is sunny. Have a little look. You've got in here your ecru. It's one of our most popular colours, it really truly is. What do you use the ecru for mostly? It's really so versatile. I use a lot of ecru.
It's great. You can use it for if you do faux techniques, because I like to do faux wood and things like that, and bone and things. I use it in that, and also it's good for bringing down colours. If you don't want to, if you use white, it can sometimes be a little bit too harsh when it brings the colour down. If you just want to bring the tone down a little bit, it's ideal. It's ideal for that as well. It's just it's one of the biggest stocks I have in my stash at home is ecru.
If you've got your hands on the Face Cane DVD as well, this is the one that we use quite a high amount of to create the sort of skin tone. We do take it down a little, but you will be needing to get your hands on this one. You've also got this bright orange, which is just so summery, isn't it?
It is orange.
It is orange. That is your archetypal orange, isn't it? You've then got 2 with your accents. The accents applied to these is the transparency. Now you've got the transparent yellow and you've got the translucent red, translucent in each of these. So what are we getting with the translucent feel? It gives you a different luster almost, doesn't it?
It does. It has a waxy feel to it, and if you add it to other clays, it gives it that sort of texture as well. I sometimes find it does bake a little bit darker than the packets, so sometimes I've just toned it down a little bit with the white translucent as well.
Clear,
And but it's brilliant if you're into doing flowers and things like that. And you want to give them a sort of waxy. It's like some flowers have got like a waxy texture, and it's lovely, especially for Christmas and things like that. I'm mentioning that word again, but these would be fantastic for that.
Absolutely perfect for it. Your price for 4 blocks and a pot of glitter today is just £8.75. What do you think of that?
I honestly, I don't know how the JewelleryMaker can do the prices for clays, because I had to buy a block of clay fairly recently, a couple of weeks ago, out of a little craft shop, and I think it was £2.69, and it was scalpy, but I've seen it more than that. But it's 4 blocks and a glitter for that price. It's
essentially 2, 4, 6, 8, £2 each, and you're getting that for 75p. You could think of it like that. It's crazy, isn't it?
And you can do so much with 4 blocks of clay. You would not believe you can mix colours together. And you wouldn't believe what you can come up with 4 blocks of clay.
Oh my goodness, Anne, imagine, just use your imagination for a moment now.
Oh yes, with that would be really good.
Yes.
Yes.
How perfect does that go with the coral colours we've got in here?
Perfect, absolutely perfect.
Oh my gosh, that would be lovely, wouldn't it? And actually, these 3 extruded for that first design you did.
That's what I was just going to say, because we're talking about fiery colours, different colours. That would look fantastic with those colours as well.
Flames running through this, wouldn't it? That'd be beautiful with those all working together.
Yeah.
Oh, I adore that so much. £8.75 for you. Summer Sun XLGC10 is your code on this today. I love that as a collection.
So that's cool.
So we've got around 5 or 6 minutes left. Is there anything you want to talk us through?
Is there anything you want to see?
Yes, of course there is. Can you just talk to me about how you managed to create this effect on the top of these? How did we manage to create? Is this baked into the piece?
No, those ones have got a hole running all the way through.
These earrings,
all these beads have got holes in them because I wanted to use them as beads.
Okay.
Whereas the other one, although they are beads, it was easier to bake the pins in than actually make it a bead and then put a head pin in and do it. It just meant that you could get 2 pieces of wire out of 1 head pin. You could get 2 beads.
2 beads out of it. That's really clever.
So you were saving on metal that way.
That is so clever. Well done. Good thinking on that one. I adore. You've got 3 different of the sort of lava rock effects.
Yeah, I suppose that's the sort of thing you could call it. Yeah.
It's so beautiful. Where could you see someone wearing these designs?
Oh, on the beach, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely on the beach. And I love making beach jewellery. I love doing, if anybody saw the show where I did the faux wood as well, these would go really nice with that as well. If you saw the show where I did the denim, polymer clay, you could use that with the denim as well. But yeah, definitely on the beach. It's lightweight, so you don't have to worry about the weight in your case as well. I did a necklace for a friend going to Australia last year for a wedding, and basically the brief was it has to be chunky, it's got to be these colours, and it's got to weigh nothing. And I did actually make her something for going to a wedding.
Oh, bless you. Oh, I love that. We've had a few text messages in for you, lovely lady. Let's get some of these read out. Feel free to text us in today. Why not? It's a Wednesday. Good enough excuse. This is from Lorraine. Fantastic as always. And would dishwasher salt work as well as rock salt?
I don't know. I don't have a dishwasher, so I've never used dishwasher salt.
You don't really need a dishwasher. You have all these power cuts.
No, that's true. That's true. It's been a nightmare.
I would say to you, be a little bit careful if you were to, just obviously because it is chemical based, isn't it?
Yeah. I'd say it
is a chemical based, and if you did accidentally leave any in, I wondered if it would be sensitive to your skin.
That's the only thing. The only thing I would say is like what I've done with everything is give it a try and see what it's like, because I don't have a dishwasher. I've never bought dishwasher salt. So I've got no idea how it works.
Have a little look on the back of the packaging.
Yeah,
if it says anything to do with being toxic or being,
because you have to watch if
it's skin corrosive.
Yeah, if it reacts with the clay as well. That's the other thing you would have to check as well. If it gives off toxins
or anything, because of course you'll have to bake it, won't you?
Yeah, that's right. The only thing using the salt is it's a natural product. Yeah. It's been nothing done to it apart from it's been dug out of the ground. It's been taken off the ground. It's got nothing added to it. Yeah. And but yeah, so just read the packet and see how it goes.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for that, Lorraine. Got another question. Ooh. Afternoon. Lovely designs. Would you tell me what I can seal polymer with?
Use your Sculpey glaze. Now you can get it in the matte or the gloss. Depends what you're doing. I use a lot of the matte colour because I do a lot of things like this, and it looks nice with the matte. If you're doing something you want a really high shine, use the glossy one. Don't use nail varnish on it. Don't use clear nail varnish because it peels off and it goes yellow and it affects your clay. And it doesn't look very nice after about a week.
It really doesn't.
It's not good.
Seems like a good idea at the time. It's not.
Yeah, you can actually get other products that are not jewellery based if you're doing big pieces as long as it's water-based varnish, don't use anything with a solvent in it, because that'll damage your clay as well.
Hope that helps you. Another text in for you. Got loads for you today. We'll squeeze another one in quick now. I would like to ask Anne to create a frosted effect with the glitter without it rubbing off. Would it work to bake first and use liquid clay and rebake? That's from Samantha. Hi Samantha, thank you for that.
There's different ways you could do it. You could bake your piece of clay, coat it in liquid clay, and then roll your glitter in it, and that would bake it. But you'd still probably have to put like the glaze over the top of it, because if you're wearing it all the time and it's getting rubbed, it will rub off.
Yeah, of course.
You know, like the gleams as well. You need to put something over the top of them as well. But there's lots of different ways you can, if you can mix the glitter into liquid clay and then paint with it as well. Wow, that's cool. That looks really nice on cards and things like that as well.
That's fab. I love that idea. I hope that helps you. Now I've got some more goodies been brought over to me. Are we doing this Sculpey now? Are we? This is what's on my desk. Yeah, sure. Guess what? I have done price comparison on this. I always do, you know what I'm like. I like to have a little look around my craft shop. You know that big store, the big one that we all know, that I'm sure you go to if perhaps you do things in your spare time. That shop, the big one, the main one. Have a little look on their website now if you've got a minute. Have you got a minute? You didn't get that, Ben. Okay, what if you do something in your spare time, it could be known as a, yes, well done, you got it. Yes, that's exactly it, well done. So have a little look on their website now and just type in Sculpey Clay. There'll be a search bar if you're online. Obviously, if you're not, don't bother. Type it on now and have a little look. This will come up. This exact one will come up. It's your Sculpey Clay multi-pack. 12 ounces, 12 pieces. So when I say 12 pieces, I mean 12 separate individual colours that we have in here. So you've got your white, you've got your tan, that's almost the ecru colour, bright yellow, bright orange, lime red, purple, blue, deep green, a wood brown, a grey and a black. It's exactly the same one. Have you found it, Helena? Yeah, it's £14.79, isn't it? Yep. It actually used to be more expensive than that. When I first started buying Sculpey clay from there, it was over £15. For this exact pack, it was over £15. It got taken down recently. I think around Christmas, it got taken down in price by this very well-known place to £14.79, and they've just kept the price at that now. So there's, for this exact product, exact same product, so you even got the same info on the back and everything, is £14.79. Ours today, exact same product, ours today is not £14.79. It's not even £12.95. That's our always price. £14.79. Your price today, though, £7.95.
You're kidding me.
Honestly, lowest price, £7.95 for you today. If theirs is, and have you done it on, yes, you can see the scribble on the back, Ben. Yes, you can make him with the colours in here. No, but genuinely, you know, Helena, is that the price you're seeing at our very well-known website? £14.79. So how much is ours in comparison to that? How much are you saving today?
It's nearly half price, isn't it?
Almost, yeah.
Almost half price. God, that's unbelievable.
Almost half price. What do you think of that price for this?
I'm honestly gobsmacked. If you're a complete beginner to polymer clay, get this, because you can practice, you can mix the colours, you can start learning to mix your colours. I'd get two and keep it as stash. I'm really absolutely gobsmacked, because I've done classes where I've actually put a kit together and the people have bought the kit, and I've put this in the kit and they pay so much for the course, and I put that in it and I've paid more than that, and I really am in shock. Seriously, amazing, I can't believe that price. That's get three.
Get 3. Get 3. It's over, how much was it saving? £6.84 saving on their price. Now, another important thing to say is that a very, very well-known store, I think, and I'm sure you'll agree with me, isn't known as a high place shop necessarily. Some things you might go there to get a bit of a bargain sometimes. So actually £14.79, you could get this for much higher price. Oh yeah. But it's a well-known one. You've got almost half price today, £7.95. Over half of my stock has gone now though. I'm really, really, really sorry. I will let you know if you miss out on this, or if you want to get your hands on some more later. I've got the pearl colours coming up for you in a bit too, so do stay where you are. Now, I have got so many goodies coming for you. There's so many people on the phone that we are going to go to a break, and thank you so much for showing that to us. Please, 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 please tell me a little something about your... Where is your next design?
It's over there.
Well, I'm going to go and get it.
You're going to go and get it.
You talk.
Hi, I'm Anne. I don't like being left on my own.
Talk to us. What's this? What are we doing with this? Give us a clue.
Basically, what I do is I buy wine glasses and then I break some, and I've usually got a selection left over, odd ones and things like that. And I decided I would try and do something with them instead of filling them with wine. And this is what I did.
Sam, camera lady Sam has just come on to cover a break. You are literally going to love this because I know that film section that you like. You ready? You're going to learn how to make this today. Wow. Wow. Zuz.
I did say on Facebook this morning I'd gone a bit mad.
Look how cool that is! Do you love it?
Yeah, I'm going to be sad to part with them. I've got to leave them here.
Wow! Join us after this short break for pearls, chrome star diopside, and dragons. I'll see you after this.
Join guest designer Debbie Bulford for this exciting Polymer Clay Accessories DVD. Debbie will guide you through a variety of projects, including pen tops, charms, badges, buttons, and how to create the animal print look. This DVD is ideal for all levels and great to have some fun with the kids. To get your hands on a copy, contact our call centre. Get creative with JewelleryMaker.
New to Polymer Clay? Then why not come and join guest designer Debbie Bulford and be introduced to this creative medium. Debbie will guide you through the basic techniques of creating bead shapes, canes, pendants, feature beads and much more. The full course includes black and white clay, a colour clay pack of your choice, use of all relevant tools, a buffet style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studios and a visit to the Gemstone Museum and our shop. And all this for just $64.95. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. JewelleryMaker, bringing out the designer in you.
Do you have a question that you need answering?
Well, did you know you can ask to speak to an accredited jewellery professional in our call centre?
Trained by the GIA, you can ask us any gemological question and we'll do our best to help.
We don't just sell gemstones, we know gemstones.
That's why when you buy from us, you're buying with confidence. Buy your genuine gemstones from genuine accredited jewellery professionals.
Moonstone is actually very rare and Sri Lanka is famous for its top quality. This mine is over 150 years old. And sometimes the miners find not just moonstone, but also ancient mining tools.
Did you know that if you go to JewelleryMaker.com and sign up to our mailing list, then you will receive 20% off your first order with us. We'll also keep you updated with special offers, themed shows, program guides and Jewellery Maker tutorials. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. Jewellery Maker ships to the following countries. We offer 2 delivery services, standard and premium. So wherever you are in the world, Jewellery Maker are never far away.
Welcome back to Designer Inspiration. My name is Rebecca Reddican, and today, in this break, I don't think Anne has had a chance to do anything because there's just been a swarm of people around your next project.
Yeah, I've got commissions and everything.
I know, literally in the last 2 minutes, that's it.
Yeah.
Look at the piece that we're going to be creating though. You can't ignore this. Look at this stunning piece. That is a design and that is inspiration, and that's what our afternoons here at Jewellery Maker are all about. Wow. You've got not a gecko, haven't you? Is it a gecko? Does it look a bit like your gecko?
His name's
Sam.
Draco, which is dragon.
Draco!
Which means dragon.
Which means dragon. Oh, does it remind you of Draco?
It does.
It does. Oh, she's homesick, camera lady. Sam's homesick now for a gecko. Don't worry, love, not long. Now, I've got loads of goodies coming up for you. Where are we starting, love? Pearls. Don't mind if I do. Oh my gosh, I love this colour. Oh, I love those ones as well. Oh, gosh, they're nice. Okay. One at a time. Look at this. Maldives pearls. Gorgeous. This is so beautiful. Look at the richness of the colour on this organic. Now, let's talk about pearls, shall we? Let's talk about them. Have I got quite a few pearls coming up at once now? It's like a pearl showcase, really, isn't it? So, pearl showcase, I say. Yes, Ben, I do. I've got loads of them. Quite a few strands. Now, when we talk about pearls, there's a few things you're going to be looking for. Now, size is a huge factor on the price point of your pearls. It is a massive influence. And that's because for each of these to be created, each one of these has taken around 10 years for Mother Nature have created due to the size of them. Now, please excuse me, if you do know a lot about pearls, and maybe you've been with Jewellery Maker for a long time and you know quite a lot about how pearls are made. I'm just going to really simply explain to people who aren't new exactly how they are created. So essentially a mollusk, which is a shell, will get within it an irritant. Now this irritant, for example, could be like a grain of sand or a piece of salt. And what they do to protect themselves is they shoot out this silky like substance that's called a nacre. Now this silk lichen, it does actually look and feel a little bit like silk initially, but when they shoot it out to cover up this irritant within them, it's purely to protect themselves. But what happens then is because the irritant inside them, for example the sand, it doesn't then escape because it's not a live creature, it doesn't go anywhere, it just keeps protecting itself and protecting itself and protecting itself and building up and up and up this nacre. Each mil of this is nacre. So this is pure nacre essentially. That's all we're building this up with. That's what a pearl is. It's just layer and layer and layer and layer of this substance called nacre. Now, each layer of this nacre takes a long time to build up. It's a very thin layer that's built up. So it's not just one go when it's, created this shape. Every single mil of this, every single millimeter takes around a year to create, of just now and again, week upon week, nacre upon nacre, layering up and up and up. That means that every single one of these pearls has taken between 9 and 10 years for Mother Nature to create. That's because every single layer that builds up makes it larger and larger and larger and larger. That's why the price will dramatically go up depending on the size. These are some of the largest ones I've ever been able to bring to you, and the price point of these is, to me, astonishing. I brought 11 by 10 mil pearls to you before at a $27.99 price tag. There's only 1 mil out of this. 1 mil on each side. Your price today is a stunner. I can't believe I'm going under 20. £19.95 for you, I know.
And then my colour as well.
Oh my God, they so are, aren't they?
Oh, wow, they are fantastic.
What would you do with these to really highlight their beauty?
Do you know what I would do is I would buy some really nice gold or silver balls and just interspace them and just show each pearl off and just put a really high-end clasp on it. I wouldn't do very much to that. It's just beautiful.
I personally am one of those people who love pink and blue together. I didn't even mention this because I'm mischievous. I've got Druzy coming up in the show. Oh, and I'm mischievous. But look how good. Hey, these look like fruit pastels as well.
They are.
How gorgeous do they go together? Don't they look fab? Wow, this is so exceptional. It's just, they're huge. They are huge, they are tranquil, and they are the colour of the season. It's that time of year that this colour is so in, isn't it? We've seen so many celebrities wearing coloured pearls recently. Barack Obama, Michelle, obviously. Although Barack would be rocking these pearls, totally. Michelle Obama has been wearing pearls. We've had Angelina Jolie photograph wearing beautiful coloured pearls. Who else? Oh, what's her name? Oh, going out with Tim Burton, married to Helena Bonham Carter. She was photographed literally last week in a really colourful selection of pearls. They're just huge for 2014. Like, I knew they would be. As soon as Karl Lagerfeld came out, you know, obviously, owner of Chanel essentially now. All right, Barack Obama wasn't wearing pearls. We've just checked on the internet. No, there's no need to Photoshop them on. But yeah, Karl Lagerfeld came out, didn't he, at the end of last year, and basically said that they were going back to their Chanel roots, their Chanel name, and bringing back the pearls. Boy, oh boy, they are back. And as always, when huge names like Chanel take on a theme, they then kind of cascade down onto the high street, don't they? And we've seen that a lot. These are stunning, beautiful tone. I absolutely adore them. They're yours today for an exceptional $19.95. Now, actually, you know I love pink and blue. Have a look at this. What are you feeling this, Ben, already? Is Ben already feeling this? Oh yeah, he is. Take a look. That's stunning. Isn't that stunning?
Beautiful together.
Aren't they?
Stunning together.
Aren't they beautiful? Shocking pink cultured pearls I'm bringing to you right now. I've never seen a colour like this on pearls, and I think it's such a shame because it's stunning. It's so beautiful. This is bright. This is bold. Do you know what? Let's face it. This is sexy. This is a really sexy colour. This is flirty. This strand's a bit of a minx, isn't it? She's just bright. She's impactful. She's powerful. And then look at her pearlescence. Her pearlescence is just like little kisses of pink, little flirtatious blasts of purple running through there as well. This is a seriously stunning little strand. She's not afraid, is she? She's not afraid. She's not in the corner. She's not hiding. She is, yeah, I'm here. I am here. Look at me. Yes, I'm genuine cultured pearls. Yeah, I'm bright. Yes, I'm flirty. Yes, I'm fun. And here I am. I adore this strand. This is the type of strand that I genuinely think if you had this on your stall, maybe, let's face it, if you do sell your jewellery, let's face it, as with shops and with stalls, you might well have a specific type of audience that maybe comes to your stall time and time again. You know, it happens with everyone, doesn't it? It happens with shops, it happens all over the high street. For example, think of the people that might go to Topshop. Have an image of someone who might shop at Topshop in your mind, and now imagine someone who maybe might shop at Marks and Spencer's in your mind. I'm sure that those two people, although it's a clothes shop on the high street, they're both really well known and very successful. I'm sure you could imagine the two different types of people. It's just different markets for different people. Maybe on your stall you get a certain type of customer and you're looking to branch out maybe. Add something like this to your collection, because this is going to be the type of thing that goes bang, look at me, you're going to get me, you're not going to get anything else like this anywhere else. Get your hands on me today. I absolutely adore it. This is the type of thing I would be jumping on. If I saw this at a stall, I would be all over it. She's sexy, she's sassy, she's 10 by 9 mil, so your price today is just £19.95. She's the same price as the beautiful turquoise we had on earlier. So let's look at those together. How beautiful. Those two.
They are just
stunning.
Made for one another.
Aren't they? They are made for one another. £19.95 for the shocking pink for you today. Get your hands on it whilst you can. Is this the hint of? Mint, is it? Lime. Is this one the lime? Wow. This is really impactful. You can tell these aren't white. These, oh well, actually, you'll find it quite tricky to actually under these lights. Woo. Just, right, let's have a look. If I hold these to you, can you see where the colours, right, that's it. So where the colours ends meet and it's reflecting, there is definitely, it looks lemony to you, and it is that borderline of lemon and lime colouring that we've got here. Lime green. Now, do you know what I love about these? It's not OTC lime, is it? It's really not. It's just a little... In fact, it reminds me of something. Let me just pop these down for a second, if you don't mind. Let me get my book out. This reminds me of some pieces that I've seen in this Tiffany style book. So, you know, I love a good nosy through some books. And this reminds me of... there's an architect, and I think he was born in Canada. And he's an architect who essentially, he's 85 years old currently, and he very, very recently, well in the last sort of decade or so, started working with Tiffany, architecture background, and these are the types of pieces he's been creating for Tiffany. Now this is just pearls, and I think there's pearls and diamonds, and this is actually wire mesh. Isn't that amazing? This is wire mesh. But look, if we go in quite closely, can you see that the pearls we're working with here are very similar in tone actually to what he's used? So all of these here, this is using potato pearls and cashew pearls, and this is an actual Tiffany piece, and that's literally just wire mesh. That's all it is. You could recreate this look at home with things you buy from us. Obviously this sold originally for thousands and thousands, but you could recreate this sort of look. Made in 2006 this one was. But you could create that look, it's got that feel, hasn't it? Because it's just got that hint of colour, a kind of modern effect without being over the top. Anyway, so that's a Tiffany piece. I like that piece, it's beautiful, isn't it? And I love that you can kind of see what Frank does as a living. It's kind of very architectural. But this is the type of work we're working with. It's just a hint of tone like they are in there. Lime green cultured pearls, 10 by 9 mil, your price today. Just £17.95. Now you might be thinking, hang on, you've just said to me that size is kind of the biggest definer on the price point. And you've just done the two strands before, exactly the same size, but they were more expensive. They were £19.95. Absolutely true, 110% true. Another thing that's important to mention though is it's not just the size that matters with pearls. It is all to do with the texture of them. It's also to do with the colouring of them. And because this has got such a delicate colouring and quite an unusual colouring as well, we are able to be a little bit more flexible on the price. Because to get this high of an impactful colour as we have on the blue and on the pink, it takes more time, it can cost more money to give such an impactful colour. But with this, because it is so delicate, we can do it at a lower price point. £17.95 for these beautiful lime green cultured pearls, CZPO 72. Get them home, you know, to really appreciate that colour. Got something a bit different for you now. You know what? You know when colours really let you, the name of things, you think, oh, what? These are going to come up as light grey now. This is silver. This is silver because it's got that metallic pearlescence to it. Isn't that beautiful? Look at the colour of these. That to me is like silver tone. Isn't that beautiful?
Those with the turquoise would be nice.
Oh, you're totally right.
Yeah, I'd put those two together.
Again, this is making pearls really modern, really wearable. Yeah. For people who perhaps, you know, have always been into the metallics, but perhaps pearls for one reason or another they haven't branched into yet. This is giving you that beautiful organic, but with stunning tone. When I say organic, by the way, I'm referring to the pearls themselves. We obviously have genuine gemstones on this channel, and with our sister channels we have genuine gemstones, but these are organics. These obviously aren't gemstones, one way, basically because the way they're made up is completely different, but also because these are organics. That's why they don't have carat weights on them, so it's only genuine gemstones that have carat weights. Pearls don't, because they're not a gemstone, they're an organic. So just to let you know that if you're unsure what I mean when I'm saying organics. Your light grey cultured pearls, to me they're like a beautiful silver. They truly are. These could just give you that modern edge on the pearls. Your price today is £14.95. I absolutely love them. I really, this is possibly one of my favourite colours of pearls, I've got to say, because I've not seen this anywhere else, personally. I've not seen this colour of pearls anywhere else, and I think it's wonderful that they are genuine. They are genuine pearls, genuine cultured pearls, and they've got this beautiful, impactful, really modern colouring to them. £14.95 for you today. Get your hands on whilst you can. They're 8x7mm. Got so many goodies for you. Oh, this is a nice one as well. This colour that I'm bringing to you now, for me, is just a very bridesmaid tone. Oh, have a look. What is it about pearls that you personally like, Anne?
I got given a choker strand for my 21st birthday, and I still have them. They've been restranded a couple of times. I still wear them. Oh, wow. They're timeless. I can't put into words what I love about pearls. They're my favourite organic gemstone. They're just, as I say, they're timeless. They're worn by royalty.
Absolutely.
And how close can you get to being royal but wearing some pearls?
Absolutely true. These are your peach pearls. Now, one thing I said was the size. Another thing I said was, of course, the colouring and the smoothness. Another thing is the symmetry. Now, to get a perfect round is so rare in nature. I've only brought to you in my time here a handful of perfect rounds. I've got really low quantity of this. If you want to get your hands on perfect rounds, now's your opportunity. You've got to be quick. These are perfect rounds, 7mm. Your price today is not. Perfect rounds. You know that when we're dealing with perfect rounds, your price should be tripling. It should be, because it's so rare. Your price today, though, is £9.95 for perfect round 7mm peach plain pearls. That is so exceptional, but I've only got a couple now. I've got, how many have I got left now? Oh, they've all gone now. Have they all gone? Ew. But stay where you are, because I'm saying they've all gone as in, if you're there on the phone line, they've kind of been pushed towards you. So stay where you are. Congratulations on those. They've absolutely flew. Oh, I love this strand. This is something that we've hardly ever brought to you, and I'm so excited that I get to bring this to you now, because I've got 2 strands of amber coming up in a bit, don't forget, that will just go exceptionally well with this. Think about all the colours you could want with pearls, and then just pop them on together. Isn't that stunning? Don't forget of those pearls, I've got single figures of my 2 strands coming up for you later on, just giving you a heads up about that, so do not get, you know, do get yourself on the phone ASAP. I will give you a heads up when the amber's coming up, don't worry. Multicoloured cultured pearls. Okay, I'm in ridiculously low stock in this, I truly am. I've got yellows, I've got ambers, I've got peppermints, I've got creams. Your price today for the last few, $9.95. Oh my gosh, I love it! Look at that! I'm absolutely in awe. You don't even have to do much with these at all. I would restrand this and just rock this look all day long. It's stunning, £9.95. Oh, tell you what though, I have got multi-buyers, which means I'm officially into single figures now. Do get yourself quickly. This is a sellout because I have got about 15 of you on with it in baskets. $9.95. $9.95. Have they actually gone? Have they all gone? Sorry if you didn't check out your baskets, that's another sellout. Go ahead, pardon my love? Whereabouts? Okay, hang on, one sec. These ones, isn't it? Oh, I love them. Oh my goodness, you've seen how quick the others are gone. Why don't you get yourself on the phone lines now? Actually, I have quite a few of these ones, don't I? Yeah, I've got a fair few of these ones, so do get yourself on the phone line if you like the look of them, because I've got so many of these that you should hopefully all get the opportunity to get your hands on them. These are your mint straight drill cultured Baroque pearls. Now, I love the Baroque style, I truly do, because if you've not seen a Baroque before, generally there will be one slide that is slightly flatter than all of the others, such as these ones highlighted here. That means that as you rock them into the right position to be worn against the décolletage or against the wrist, it just gives you such a beautiful feeling. They always lock into place, they just work exceptionally well against the skin. They are truly beautiful. The thing I love as well about a Baroque pearl is, you know they're real. You can tell straight away. There's no, oh wait, is that plastic? Oh, is that? No, you can tell straight away these are genuine. These are natural. You can tell instantly. JLPO08. Your price today. That is tiny. That is ridiculous. JLPO08 is your code on these today. £7.95 for you. There's loads of you coming in. Double buyers left, right and centre on this. I know, can you believe it? Genuine pearls for that price. If these were plastic, you'd be adding another one on the front even if they weren't real. Why spend that much on faux pearls when you can actually get the real ones cheaper a lot of the time from us? £13 by 11, sorry, 13 by 10 and 10 by 9, £7.95. What do you think of these? Oh, sorry, half my stock's gone. What do you think of these, Anne?
These are lovely. Do you know what would go really nice if you've got some amethyst? Or, you know, the green amethyst as well. That would be really nice to set them off. They're a beautiful colour, stunning colour.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
Pretty.
Absolutely adore them. Really beautiful, organic. Do check out your baskets. Do check out your baskets on this. Oh my goodness! What do you call someone who buys 6? Quintuplet? Quint
is 5.
Is quint 5? What's 6? What's that 6? Hectagon. What? That's 5 sign. Sextuplets. Is it? Yeah. Sextuplets. Well done, person buying 6. £7.95 for you today. Mint straight drill cultured pearls. Now, I've got something very special for you now. This is something, I'm in last chance saloon on this. I'm about to bring you something very special now. It's a gemstone which I have been fortunate to bring you once before, but only once have I ever brought you this gemstone. Now, and just to let you know, we're not having a power cut, just to pre-warn you, but I am about to turn the lights down low in here. Now, star diopside I'm about to show you now. Now, star diopside is just such an amazing gemstone, and I'll tell you more about it in a moment, but I will give you a good show of it shortly. With star diopside, what you want to look for is you're looking for a star of light. Now, you'll see exactly what I mean in a moment. But to get a proper view of it, in here, it would be nigh on impossible, purely because the lights are all the way around, all of the surfaces are reflective, which means that you can't act, and the lights themselves aren't made to basically show off the beauty of this gemstone. Because of all these lights, which are like stage lights, it's almost too much for the gemstone to hold. So you could see all of the lights up there. It's almost too much information for the gemstones. To really appreciate this gemstone, to really get a burst of it, you need one light source. So we're gonna try and recreate that for you now. So the lights are about to go down. I've got a torch. Gone. Oh boys. Oh boys. Oh boys. Now I've got a torch, but I've also got my phone if we need it. Oh. Right, let's try and get a little look at this then, shall we? Let's have a look. Hang on. Oh, yes, can you see that burst there? Hang on. Can you see that burst there, that star-like effect that I've got just on that one next to my finger in the middle of your screen now? I'll try my phone as well, shall I? Let me try my phone too, just because it's a slightly different source of light. It's a more colder light, my director tells me. Hang on. Let's have a look. Oh yes, this is giving it to me better for me. Can you see? There we go. Look at that, on every single one of these. Let me move that light. So this, and look at those stars on every single one of them. Now, do not worry. To get this effect at home, you don't have to go, oh, look at me piece of jewellery. Let me turn the lights off. No. The fact of the matter is you will never, ever have crazy studio lights in front of you like we do here. Can you see every single one of those stars? Every single one of those stars lights. Now, essentially that happens because this is made up after a volcanic eruption. And what happens is the molten itself, which will have chrome within it, it will cool at different times. And essentially you get these fibrous areas where the light itself is kind of trapped inside there. And that's why you get this reflection through the crystals that gives you this star. Now each star will have a straight line and one wiggly line, which you should be able to see on here as well. Can you see? Especially on that middle one, as I move in this, that's what you'll get as the light moves. Can you see that star, that cross section there just moving, especially on the middle one? That's the effect you're going to be getting. This is an absolute phenomenon. Do not worry, you don't have to get your phone out at home, trust me. You will get this effect in natural daylight. You'll get this effect when you're in your home. It's just these studio lights kill this interaction. Do get this home though, because honestly, every single one of these has that effect. It is exceptional. So, yeah, go on, should we get the lights back on? That woke me up. You're right there. You got bobos. You got bobos, Ben. Tell me like. What?
Don't look at me.
I hear it. Don't look at me. He's saying. You're right there, love.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, this is my black star diopside. Imagine all of those years ago, huge volcanic eruptions, and as the molten is so hot, the heat of that melts the chrome in the area around it. And then because they cool at different temperatures, you have different areas, different crystalline structures within there. It is just, it's in successive layers, which is why this light interacts. It's so beautiful. It truly, truly is. Your price today for one of the rarest gems in the world is exceptional. It's just £17.95. I have never, ever, I could never believe that I would be doing this gemstone at that price. You need to get this home to appreciate it. You genuinely do. It's such an absolute phenomenon. It really is. And I need to let you know as well, we haven't got any more of this in. We haven't. Once it's gone, it's gone. We don't have this gemstone on often. Whenever we do, it's only been seen once before. Whenever we do have this on, it's always ever so popular. It is frustrating that we cannot show you this to the full extent of its beauty, but you can understand the quality of this. I've got loads of you coming in on the website. Do give us a phone in. Don't forget, 30-day money-back guarantee. I doubt you'll be using it, but you will be seeing that star in there. You'll be seeing that one light source. It's one line of white. It's generally white. Sometimes can have a tinge of yellow in the star, and one line will be straight, and then at the axis, not quite at 90 degrees, normally slightly off, there will be one straight line and one sort of wavy line, and that's due to the interaction. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years ago, a huge volcano is erupting and shooting out molten that then dissolves the chrome within it, that then cools, and each interspersed, each successive layer of this building up and up and up, which means you get this absolutely phenomenal internal glow and light. It is something really, really, really not to be missed at all. Seeing the reflection of that burst through each of these crystals. What do you think of star diopside, lovely Anne? It's the first time I've seen it in the flesh. I've seen it in rings and on gems and things like that, but it's the first time I've seen it in the flesh. It's absolutely stunning. The way the light, you know, just from here, I can see the light play in it. It's incredible. It is absolutely stunning, beautiful. Isn't it absolutely magnificent? It truly is. Do get this home to appreciate it. I cannot explain to you how beautiful and unique this is. Oh, it's just too beautiful. It truly, truly is. £17.95 for a truly rare gemstone in a stunning form. A 7x5 to 13x10mm on this for you. 17cm strand. No spaces. Just black star diopside upon black star diopside. It's stunning. 70 carats, £17.95 today. Now, got your challenge, Anne. How do you feel about a challenge today? You're ready and raring to go? I'll do my best. These are huge. Chunky. Oh, I like chunky. Good. That's fine. Have a little look. Labradorite. Oh. Oh. Oh, there you go. There's a bit. There's loads and loads of labradorescence shooting from this. It's just the lights in here can be a little bit harsh on it sometimes, but you have still got some of these lights. Just goes to show you the quality. 400 carats worth of this labradorite. Now, Anne, I'm so excited to give you this as a challenge because I've got to admit, I think, for me anyway, this would be quite a daunting shape and size to work with because I'm not a chunky monkey, I'm a dainty a lot of the time. I can be quite dainty when I'm making. I want little and I want regular, generally, in size and shape. So I can't wait to see what you're thinking of doing with this. You've got 400 carats worth of your labradorite. You've got a real mixture of tones in this. Oh my gosh, look at that deep, deep blue flashing across the surface. You have got from 13x11 to 19x14mm. XUGP25 is your code on this. You've got 400 carats worth. Now in here you've got such a beautiful range, and the facets have almost been there to copy and shadow the colour of the the shape of the gemstone in its form, which I just think is so, oh my gosh, look at that recording. Beautiful burst of colour. You will get much more impactful labradorescence when you get this home. It is, there's a number of reasons Labradorite is quite hard to show in here. One is the lights, and another is due to the different layers of glass and lenses within the camera. So get this home to really appreciate it. But the fact that you can even see any of this labradorescence in here goes to show the quality. It truly does. 400 carats worth of your Labradorite in these faceted nuggets today. Huge sizes, almost 2 centimetres some of them. Your price today is just £9.95 for that quality, for that size, for the faceting on these. £9.95. 400 carats worth with that much colour spanning throughout, that much glitter, that much labradorescence, that higher quality. That is a stunner. And go on. Oh, let us into a secret. What are you going to do, love?
I'm not sure yet, but do you know what they remind me of when I used to live in the mountains? That reminds me of mountains.
Do they?
Yeah, they're beautiful.
So nothing coming to mind yet with these?
No, not yet.
What mountains do these remind you of?
Well, I used to live in the Cairngorms.
Okay.
Yeah, and the mountains in the winter take on those, when they've not got snow on them, those sort of colours. That's what it reminds me of, looking up into the mountains.
It reminds me of Labrador, the place in Canada.
Yeah,
because that's what it was named after. It was named after that place, but I have been there a lot, and whenever I went, it was always in winter. And the sky was always this colour, so that kind of grey sort of misty tone. Yeah. No ideas spring into mind yet though?
Not yet.
Any colours you're thinking of pairing it with? Any textures?
I think, sort of purples, amethyst and things that would go really pretty with that. And sort of greens would lift it as well. I'm going to have a rummage under the desk and see what we've got down there to work with it. So I'm just stressing about this at the moment. Get this out the way and then I can have a look.
I love that. Well, £9.95, and have you got one of these? Would you like mine?
No, I haven't got one.
All right, I'll bring it over to you in a second, my love. Now, I have got lovely Anne with us, and she is going to be creating a phenomenal piece of just amazingness. What gave you this idea, Anne?
Oh, I don't know. I think it was too much cheese.
Before bed, yeah, I think you're right.
I wanted to do a tea light holder. It's actually a tea light holder. So you put a tea light in it. And it's just, I've done things with wine glasses before, but Pip sent me this kit with the scales in it, and with the moonstone, the shape of the moonstone, it just made me think of dragons, and obviously these sort of programs that are films and things like that are quite big at the moment, and that it just sort of, that was it, the first thing I looked at it, and that's what sprung to mind.
I just adore it. And I want to fly through this so we can see exactly how to make it. Okay, let's go. You've got loads of polymer in here, a real mixture of colours, some with accents, some without. You have got your gold with the accent, you have got your Spanish olive, you've also got your black, your burnt umber and your ecru. You've got a selection of your wax cords as well, the caramel, the stone and the tan. It's 1 mil, you've got 10 metres worth of each. You're also going to be getting the jump rings and the scales themselves, really important for this design to create that so Game of Thrones aspect to the glass section. You've got 100 of the gold saw cut aluminium jump rings, perfect, they're saw cut. When you clunk them together, you know they're secure, you'll know they're done, and you need that for this design. And also you've got 100 of the gold anodized aluminium small scales, so you've got plenty of goodies to get yourself to get your teeth into. By the way, if you are getting your hands on jump rings today, maybe it's because you're interested in chain mail. Just to remind you, me and Debbie B on Tuesday. Have you done your homework? Have you done your homework? Chain mail homework, 3 Byzantines she wants. That's for Tuesday. You've also got 2 strands here that are massive. I love how you've used the moonstone. I think that's a really funky idea. So in here you have got this beautiful selection of your gemstones. Can I have the carat weight on these 2 strands, please? Because I've not got that info in front of me. You've got your peach moonstone, 155 carats. Your sizing on this, on the peach moonstone is, because there's a definite graduation in this, definite. Can you see? Huge graduation, which actually Anne's used as kind of a focal point, the fact that they have got the graduation there, haven't you? Oh, it doesn't show up. That's all right. We'll let you know in a moment. And you've also got your strand of agate here. The agate's carat weight is 380 carats worth of your agate that we have in here. So a massive amount. Wowzers, huge amount in there. Beautiful greys, beautiful urban earthy colours, which actually just work perfectly with that selection of polymer and kind of the theme you've gone for too. Yeah. It is a beautiful variety that we have in here. So let's rerun. You've got 5 blocks of your polymer, you've got 30 metres worth of wax cord, you've got 100 of your jump rings, 100 of your scales, a whole selection of peach moonstone and over 300 carats worth of agate. Your price today is not £32. So it should be. Should be that bang on the nose. Should be bang on £32. That's including any discounts we've got on at the moment, by the way. But today, it's yours for just £21.95 today. Over £10 off for you today. It's our design inspiration Olive Blanche. You had a little bit of a gasp then, didn't you?
I did. I can't believe how much that is for all the stuff that's in it. That's just crazy. Brilliant.
It's astonishing,
price.
Isn't it?
Brilliant price.
It is absolutely amazing. And to create what you've got there, you're going to need to get this kit really.
Yeah.
These colours work too perfectly to ignore. The scales you're going to need, the jump rings are the right size, you're going to need them. The gemstones as well, you know, you've not just used them kind of for the sake of gemstones, you've actually worked the shape that's imperative to this design. So if you want to create this outstanding, amazing, sculptural, inspirational piece, you need to get this kit today. £21.95 for all of those goodies. Oh my gosh! Just seeing the time, we'd better get over to you, haven't we, love? Let me bring my brew.
Could I get the scales? Because
the scales, yeah.
Because I used all of them, even my work through bits as well.
No problem. Here we go. Get your scales out.
Right. Okay.
Look at this. Oh my lordy, 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 lordy. I'm just in awe with it. I think it's absolutely stunning. His eggs are agate. His scales, the down his spine, a moonstone. He's just a wonderful creation. Look at this. Look at how stunning this is. And if you don't mind if I tip it, you'll be able to see it is a little tea light in there as well. So you'll be able to see the tea light. Look at his little eggs, little agate eggs. Isn't that amazing? There's the agate, look at his little nest. Oh, Anne. Anne. It's just stunning. It's absolutely amazing. I love it.
Yeah, it did stress me out a little bit, especially with all the power cuts I've been having over the weekend. I thought I was never going to get it finished. But, and you put the lights out on me as well here as well.
Just a little reminder. I can't. Tell me how much we'd sell that for.
Oh,
can you even think?
Idea. I've no idea.
Oh, I wouldn't have a clue.
Well, you're probably talking more than double what you pay for the kit, just in the time it's taken as well. Yeah.
Way more. Yeah, way more.
So I work full time. I don't get home sometimes till 8 o'clock at night. So I work on all my pieces in the evening. So I've been working till like 12, 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
To get them finished. So I'd probably say there's a good sort of 10, 12 hours in that, because it's got to be rebaked and rebaked.
So essentially, even if we were to do mates rates and sell it for £60, you've made your money back times loads, and you still had some left over.
I've still got some things left over. I've still got loads of the gemstones, obviously.
Wow.
So you could even make jewellery. You could do this. You could also make maybe a necklace, earrings. I didn't have any of the scales left. They all went. I had all the jump rings left.
Wow. I'm just absolutely blown away by it. I can't wait to see how we've made this. So where do we start on this piece?
Right, where do we start? With your wine glass. Now I bought these purposely because you need quite a good strong wine glass, and I got 4 out of supermarket for £5.
Brilliant.
And they're really quite strong. You don't
Quite
want
thick
really
ones.
fine ones,
No,
because especially when you're doing this much clay, they're okay. Fine ones are okay if you're doing delicate stuff, but if you're doing something like this, you'll need a strong one. So what I'm going to do is show you on this one how to start with putting the scales on, because that's where we start first. So what I'm going to do is I've just mixed some of the gold and some of the ecru together. I've mixed one section together.
So 1/4.
1/4 to get this sort of nice reflective colour. I'll move that out of the way, because you want a light colour to show through the inside of the glass, because obviously if you're putting a tea light in it, you want it to reflect. So you don't want to put black in it.
Good tip.
So what I'm going to do is just run this through my clay roller, just on number 1 first.
Okay.
And you don't want it that thick, so I'm going to take it down probably to about number 4 on my clay roller. If you've got the clay roller, it just means the different numbers mean the thickness of the clay. It just means that the rollers either go apart or together to make the thickness of the clay. Okay. Now obviously I'm not going to go all the way around the glass because it's going to take too long, but I'll show you a section.
Okay.
So what I did was, because I wanted to undulate the pattern, I put the clay onto the glass sort of fairly high up, and obviously you'll go all the way around. Okay? Just smooth it down. If you get any air bubbles, don't worry about it, because you can pop them with your blade and then just smooth it out. So don't worry about that. Okay. So obviously I'd go all the way around. I haven't gone all the way down to the bottom, because you're going to have other clay coming up, and one of the things you want to do is, because it's quite clay intensive, you want to save as much clay as you can. So don't go over the top.
Over the top, yeah.
Now what I'm going to do is, I'll show you on the one that I first, this is the one I started first. I put, if you can look inside that, I put the scales on, and then I realised I could see the scales through the glass, and that wasn't the effect I wanted, so I redid it, and this is the one I will be demoing with.
Okay.
So on this one, you're just going to place your scales. Now I'm doing this sort of face down so that you can see what I'm doing, but obviously I would be doing this facing me. And just push it in, okay? Don't be scared, just push it in. And don't worry about the overlap, because obviously you're going to be trimming that. Now put the next one right next to it. Don't overlap them, just put it right next to it.
Okay.
I'm sorry if this goes a bit skew with, because I'm trying to see what I'm doing.
No, don't worry.
Upside down. Okay.
Absolutely fine.
Right. And then you just keep going round the glass, all the way round.
Making sure that at no point the scales overlap. Themselves, or overlap the polymer?
Overlap themselves, or you don't want them going over onto the glass. You want to have a section of polymer shown. So I'll put another one on here.
No, you don't have to keep them straight at this point, do you?
No, because you want it to sort of undulate down. Your next row, you'd put overlapping. Oh, sorry, I missed a bit. Please excuse me, because I did this, and there's a lot of work goes into it. I might have to correct myself, and so don't worry if I stop and go, oh, I've missed a bit, you know.
Yeah, that's fine.
Right, now, I think you've heard me say before that polymer clay notoriously does not like to stick to shiny surfaces.
Yes.
And one of the ways to get these to stay on is just roll yourself a little sausage of clay. Okay. Where the holes are, put it across the holes and just push it in.
I see. So that's giving the one that's to go on next a bit more purchase, isn't it?
A bit more purchase, there you go, and just squash it down. See, I'm doing this very, very quick. It took me a long time to do this because I wanted it to be absolutely perfect. Yeah. And then my next row, I would just overlap and then push it in. Again.
Squeeze it down.
Squeeze it down. Again. Overlap. It's really difficult to see what I'm doing from this angle.
That's alright, don't worry about it, okay. It's fine. We're working it out.
Yeah. This is just the start, and then we'll go on to all the other pieces. And then just keep doing this. And then once you've gone all the way around, just put another strip of clay across to hold them in place. And once that's baked, they're not going to come out. They're not going to go anywhere. Okay. Now you do that all the way around.
And build it up.
And build it up, and build it up until you've got that effect all the way around.
Got you.
When you've baked it, obviously I can't bake it here. I've lost my little needle tool.
But you can, of course, bake this with the glass in it because, of course, the glass itself has already been at ridiculous temperatures.
That's right,
so
and it's only 120, 130, and
so it's fine.
I say it's a good strong glass
so
as well.
Not an issue.
So if you've got a craft knife, or I've got my needle tool, or you can use your blade, just be really careful.
Pokey pokes.
All you're going to do, move it in, sorry. All you're going to do now is just go around the scales. Obviously you've gone all the way around your glass.
Got you, and use that as your base.
And use that as your base and cut out just to make it nice and even.
I see.
Okay.
Now this polymer that we're cutting into at the moment is the one that we put through the clay roller on a number 4. If you do want to know what the clay roller is, it's exactly what we have at the side of the screen. I've got the opportunity for you to own it right now. This is essentially, it's your roller. It looks very much like a pasta roller, and people do use them as pasta rollers. It comes with a clamp. It attaches to your table. We saw and use it earlier. It has the large twister at the side here, which changes the thickness. It essentially brings the rollers closer in together or further apart. It goes, 1 being the thickest, it goes up in numbers. So to create this look, we essentially first off conditioned it on a level 1 and then took it to a level 4 to create this section around the glass, which we're now working with. To get your hands on it for the clay rolling machine, your price today is just £14.95. KYCR49 is your code. Get your hands on it, because let's face it, to create this you're going to need that. You can't really roll out a perfectly flat even section that will fit all the way around this glass.
And at that price is fantastic. The very first one I ever bought, I've said this before, it cost me a penny short of £40.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a proper, it had all the attachments.
That's crazy, isn't it?
But these are fantastic. I've got about 20 of these.
Wow, it's amazing.
My classes, they're fantastic.
At that price, it's stunning, isn't it? £14.95 for you today. Fab. So we've cut around, we've peeled off.
Okay, and then you see that gives you a nice even shape to the top of your glass, your design, and then obviously undulate it down whatever way you want. It's up to you. Okay. Now I would put that in to bake for about 20 minutes at 120, 130. Okay. Once you've baked it, open your oven door and just let it cool down. Don't try and take it out straight away, or do what I do with beads and drop them in cold water, because you'll crack the glass. Okay, just open your oven door and just let it cool down. So it does. That's why it takes quite a long time to do, because of the baking in between. Right. When I finished that, what I did was I went on to putting on the bark. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'll show you how to. I've actually got a little. I'll put that to one side at the moment. I've got a little test piece that I can actually do flat, but I'll show you just on this. Now what I did was I used the black, just because it was the one I had quite a lot of.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Oh no, I'm actually going to put it on the plate first. Please excuse me.
Don't worry.
Missed a step.
Do not worry. It's fine.
Okay. Now what I did was I just mixed whatever scrap I had lying around. It doesn't really matter what I had lying around. Put it all together and just put it through your clay roller. Doesn't matter what size, you're just basically making something for it to sit on to support the dragon and everything like that.
I see. Okay. Yeah, so it's the table plate.
It's the table
plate that we're sitting on, this big base bit here. So we're going to be creating all of this section here.
Now it's actually 3 pieces of clay thick, but it's not all done at the same time.
Okay, I see.
Yeah,
I see.
So I'll put this.
So you're just working this through that roller. Again, the roller that we've got on here, perfect for blending your colours really quickly, and also conditioning really quickly as well. What I'm loving about this design so far is that when I looked at this initially, I thought, oh my goodness, how the heck has she done that scale bit? I'm rubbish at scale mail. I can't even open jump rings quickly. I thought it was going to take ages. But even me just seeing that, I'm like, oh, I can do that. Is this one of those that looks, you have to be a genius, but actually it's step by step?
It's step by step, and it's just using the tools that you can buy from JewelleryMaker. And just a little bit of imagination.
It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing.
Now I've just run through a piece of scrap clay on, I think it was number 4.
Yep.
Just to start with. Doesn't matter about the shape, because that adds to the sort of design of it. Okay.
Yeah.
What I would advise you do is if you've got any of these heat mats,
the Teflon sheets,
if you've got something like that, work on that, because then you can lift it straight into the oven.
Yeah, great.
You don't have to try and pick it up.
Mess about.
Okay, and then you just set your glass on there. Okay, and then I'm just going to run through another piece. I'll just use this black.
So this is just the black section.
Yeah. Oh, basically what I did was any scraps that were lying around, that's what I used for the base.
Yeah.
It's just, it's difficult to work out when you're first time doing something like this, is what colours you're going to need and how much you're going to need. Yeah. And I just sort of, because I've been doing it a long time, I know roughly how to measure things. So, right.
I see.
So what I did was, this is just to encase the base of the glass. Okay. So it was just a piece of clay. Went through, and then all I'm going to do is just wrap it round the bottom of the glass like that.
Okay, so it's literally just a piece that you split, not all the way through.
No, not all the way
just
through.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
And just fold it round.
And fold it round like that, and then you can just cut it round to even it off. You see, I'm just doing this very, very quick. Obviously you'll have a lot more time to do it, and take your time to do it. Now that's the base of your glass encased, and you can build on that now. Okay. Now what I did first of all was, after I had done that, I baked that so that I had a solid surface to work on. Obviously I can't do that here, so I will do my best. Okay. When it came out the oven, I then put on, I won't be able to do it today because I don't think I've got enough clay left, but I then put on another piece to completely cover it, but it was all sort of one colour. And then if you look at the one I've got there, I had some of the Picture Jasper gem art. I had that left over from another project, and I just put it on just to give a little bit of texture. You don't have to do that. If you've got just your blade, you can do little cuts into it or whatever, just to give it a little bit of texture. So, right, let's see, I can't really do that today because it's going to take too long.
Don't worry, that's fine.
But just giving you the step by step so that you can do it. Right, now what we're going to do is put the bark on down the tray, and I'm just going to do a couple of pieces and then show you what you need to do when you've got it actually on your glass. Okay, so you just take some of the black, roll it out. You don't need to measure it, just by eye till you get these long tendrils, and then all you do is just put it down the glass in onto the base like that, and if you want it coming up onto the scales you can, if not you don't have to. Okay. Yeah. Right, and then you just build that up all the way round.
Just creating these sort of sections bit after bit. It gives you that lovely texture as well, doesn't it?
Because what you want is, you don't want it to be completely flat all the way round. Okay. Now what I do is I go all the way around the glass like that, and then I've actually got a little section here that I did just to show you, and so that I can actually work on it flat instead of working on the glass. Once you've got it all the way around, put it back in and bake it again for about 20 minutes. Okay. Then to get the bark, I used the brown. I think I worked it down a little bit with the ecru, and I'm just going to run this through the clay roller on, I think it's number 5.
Okay, so going thinner again.
Want it to be thin, and then I'm going to put it through on number 6.
Okay, so finishing off on 6.
Yeah, you want it to be fairly thin. Okay.
That's it.
Okay. And then you will cover, obviously covering it that way, all the way around, but I'm going to show you on this piece here.
Okay, so you covered the stem of the glass.
Covering the stem of the glass.
Flat, just
yeah, because it's just much easier for you to see.
Gotcha.
So all you're doing is you're going to push the clay into these ridges and cut that off. Okay.
Yeah.
Into the ridges, so that you can see them a little bit. It's got, you know what I was saying about earlier on, you don't want the clay sort of sticky, it's going that way now. Okay. Right, I'll just fold it under.
Yeah, we get it.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
it. We've got
the gist. Yeah. Okay. Right, to get the effect, I used this before when I did leather, but I made the tin foil not as scrunched up as this, but if you scrunch it really up, you get this nice
really
little pattern.
good texture.
Yeah,
Gorgeous.
and then all you do is just pat it. Okay. Don't be scared of it. Give it good texture.
Gorgeous, that, isn't it? I love that with polymer. You can use anything.
Oh yeah, it's brilliant.
Use anything.
Absolutely everything.
Give you texture.
Yeah, and that when you bake it, here's the one that gives
like
you
this.
that texture there. Okay, gives you this texture. Now to get the colour on there, what I've done is I've just used a little bit of black acrylic paint, and I've just painted over it.
So just a little bit of acrylic?
A little bit of acrylic paint.
I suppose you didn't have to do this if you don't have paint.
No, you don't have to do it. You can leave it the way you want. You can maybe put a little bit of Gleam on it, or...
It's quite a nice idea, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit of thing like that. And then just wipe it off.
So it just gets into the nodules?
Yeah. You just... Sorry, I'll do this towards me in a second so I can see what I'm doing. Whoops. I'm glad that was a piece and not the actual glass.
Okay, so that's the idea of it.
There
Can
you go.
See how that colour stays in?
And it just darkens it a little bit and picks up the...
really wood-like.
Yeah, the sort of texture.
Bark.
Yeah. There are lots of different ways of doing bark, but this is a really simple one. If you've never done it before, that's a really easy one.
Really good tip. I love that.
You can do a little bit of what I did as well, is score it if you've got a cocktail stick or something, or a needle tool, and just put little scores in it as well, because that will show up with the paint as well. And I just used a little bit of olive at the bottom to make a little plant.
Yeah, I get that.
And some little balls of the gold.
Yeah.
To make little
give
pebbles.
it a pebbly look.
Yeah.
I absolutely adore that. Yeah, completely.
Right. Okay.
Now I'll let you get moved on to your next bit. I'm gonna bring to people at home an absolutely ridiculous, stupid, so stupid I just spat on myself a little bit. Price on polymer. 20 blocks. Can I even pick this up?
I want that.
Oh my gosh, I can't even pick it up. This is gonna be, no, I can't. Use your, Ben, have you got, there we go. Can you scoop in under this, just at one end? There, you got it. Thanks, Ben, you're a love. It's okay. Polymer Mega Bundle. Oh my goodness, let's do this. I've got your grey granite, I've got your red, I've got black, I've got ultramarine blue, I've got pomegranate, purple, orange, copper, I've got maroon. Oh, hang on, right. I'm gonna have to put it down and then pick them up. I've got jungle. Ooh. I've got your translucent, one of your favourites. I've got peacock. I've got ecru, bronze, pink, green, accented magenta pearl. Ooh. Oh, that's nice, I like that. Sounds like a girl's name. White, and your wasabi, and of course your jean or your denim. Right, let me get all, right, let's just do this, you know. Right, your price today for all of this, I don't think I've ever got this much polymer out before. Should be. £39. Oh, we laugh in the face of £39. Price today, all of this, £29.95 for you today on all of this. This is your polymer mega bundle, 20 blocks. It's £29.95.
It's
like £1.50 a block, that, isn't it?
That might go missing on the way out.
Isn't that crazy? Look at all of that.
That's incredible.
This is great to stock up on. If you just enjoy working with polymer, if you've got the kids coming over for the holidays.
Yeah. That's you set for the holidays with that.
That's going to keep you entertained for the whole time, for the whole holidays, isn't it? I love it.
That's the biggest bundle I think I've ever seen.
Me too.
That they've done.
Me too. Absolutely huge. ZMGC84. You ask for massive bundles, I bring you massive bundles. £29.95 for you on this today. Huge, that, isn't it? How many of these have we got, Helena? Oh, okay. We're all right. We're in double figures, but we've got a decent quantity. If you want it, get yourself onto it phone. I'm going to scoop all these away now. Ready? Oh, it's like a polymer cuddle. Oh, that feels nice. $29.95 for you today. Let's have a little look at how to finish off these beautiful, beautiful, out of this world, I think it's safe to say, design.
Right, if you look at the dragon, what he's cuddling round, you might not be able to see it because he's cuddling round. It's a little basket.
Yeah.
And I'm going to show you how to make the little basket.
I love, look at it with all these coins and these eggs. Oh, it's gorgeous. I absolutely love this.
So what I did, I did have a disc for my extruder, but it seems to have disappeared. It was there, but I can't find it. But never mind, I can do it by hand. It's okay.
No problem.
It's all right, I can do it by hand. I'm just going to put some clay through just to condense it.
So it's a bit of the ecru and the gold, is it?
Yeah, again, it's just use what you've got around to utilise every single piece of clay you've got, because I didn't really have much left over from making that, so for obvious reasons took quite a long time. So I'm just going to mix this for demonstration purposes, but obviously when you're doing it at home you'll use the right colours. It's just to obviously show you to do it quickly. Right, I'm just going to put this through on the clay roller on number 1, okay? And you will need probably a double thickness.
Okay, so you want 2 layers of number 1.
2 layers number 1, yeah.
So put 2 pieces through on number 1, but then you're going to double them up.
Yep. Okay, just make that a little bit wider, that's all.
Do you want this really sturdy?
You want it sturdy, yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to put that over the top. Now what I used was one of my cutters from my starter kit. I actually made the basket a little bit too small, so I'll show you a little bit bigger.
Okay.
Now when you go through like that, you will get a double thickness. Okay. There you go. Now what I did was, using my extruder, I don't know where the disc has gone. I did leave it out purposely for it. It's probably fallen on the floor. It was one of the smaller circles. You can get it on the extruder disc. It's either a circle on its own, or you can get it, I think it's like 5 or 6 or 7. You know the one?
Yeah, on the extruder.
Yeah, and it's that sort of size. There you go.
Got you. Yeah.
Now you'll need to cut some pieces, maybe about 1 inch to 1.5 inches long. Okay. And then with this, all you're going to do is you've got cut out your circles. Is just push one in the back. And right, these ones are a little bit long, but I've got one already prepared to show you. And then just go round until you get it all the way round to. And then the ones at the front, if you just make them a little bit shorter, okay. And then I don't know where the other one's gone. I keep having things disappear.
What are you looking for? Another one of these stabby things?
Yeah, but it was a shorter one, but never mind, we'll break it. It'll be fine. Never mind. It'll look like that once you've baked it.
The dragon's eaten them. There we go. It looks like that. Look at that. Seamless, and no one
there you go.
Noticed.
No, nobody noticed. Put that one out of the way.
Okay, so that's the basket base.
That's the basket base. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the bigger ones and 2 short ones. Don't put one in the front. I put one in the front, and then it didn't work. So what I've done is I would have extruded out some clay, but I don't know where that thing's gone. And
then you just slice.
You just slice. Now what you're going to do is start at the front and start on the inside. Okay. And just turn that around.
Okay.
And then just go in and out. So you just like basket weaving. You're just basket weaving with the clay.
So you're just going alternate between the main standing posts, in and out, weaving around, keeping that one extruded piece going.
And then when you get to the front, just double back on yourself.
Oh great, so there's no snipping off and trying to secure it again, it's just one long piece.
Just one long piece all the way around. And I do these for tea light holders and things like that.
It's a really good idea, that actually. Really quick and simple, but really nice effect.
Yeah, and around again. And then once that piece is finished, you just add in.
Just do another bit.
Just add in another piece.
I love that. Again, it goes to the really organic nature of the actual piece, doesn't it?
It's better if you've extruded it because it's all going to be the same size, but and then just
it depends what look you're going for, doesn't it?
Yeah, so I'm just doing this very quickly. So there you go. And then you just keep going and building it up. I'll turn it around so you can see the back. It looks, you can see it better on the actual finished piece. This is one I'm just doing it very, very quickly. I'm getting stressed. I'm trying to remember which bits I've got to do.
Don't get stressed, you've got loads of time.
And then what I did in the inside, I took again some scrap clay and I just put some scrap clay in the inside of it. Okay, pushed it in and brought that little bit down the front. And then I got some of my, the agate. This is really nice agate actually. In fact, this reminded me of dragon's teeth. If you just restrung it, if you took it out and you graduated the sizes and just restrung it, it would be a dragon's tooth necklace.
Gorgeous, I love that idea.
Yeah, and then all I did was just put head pin, or just if you've just got some scrap wire, just put it through and twisted it, and then when you push that into the clay, it will hold it secure. Okay, and then you just push them in to the clay. Okay, all the way around, or as many as you want.
Yeah, just graduated down
yeah.
as well a bit.
Yeah, and just smaller ones at the front. And,
just to give you an idea of depth.
Yeah, that's right. As I say, I'm doing this very, very quickly and very roughly. And I would have made these actually a little bit smaller, so they were just stuck into the clay a little bit. I've made the
so
wire bit a little bit.
You're trying to hide the wire.
I'm trying to hide it. I've made it a little bit too long. Then what I did was, using the really, really small cutter, this one.
The one from the starter pack.
Starter pack. I cut out lots of little circles and put them round the front like coins.
I love the little gold coins. I think they're amazing.
Well, you know, dragons like gemstones in gold,
and
don't
gold,
they?
yes, they absolutely do.
Yeah, so all I did to texture them was, it was just, I think it was just a paintbrush actually. I just gave them a little bit of texture on the surface. That was all.
Clever.
And put them on the front. Then all I did was put that on, positioned it where I want to put it.
Okay.
Then I put my other sheet over the top.
The other colour.
Other colour over the top, so that it slightly overlapped this to hold it in place.
Got you. Yeah.
And then I baked
so
it.
That's security.
And
then bake it again at this point.
Baked it again.
Brilliant.
Baked it again. And then that's more or less that finish. Now you can, to hide this bit here in the glass, what I did was I used the leaves. Now I was going to try and make a leaf cane, but I was running out of clay, so I used the Helen Braille texture sheet.
I have got some texture sheets, the Helen Braille coming up in a bit.
I've got this one here, and I'll use some of the green. And these texture sheets are brilliant. I love them.
They're so fab, aren't they?
And it just shows you, like, you can use them for lots of things. I've used this as a sheet, and I've also used it as individual leaves.
I get you.
It's one of my favourite ones. And I say, if you're not good at making leaves, or you, sorry about my squeaky,
that's all right, don't worry.
And you're just starting out, it's a good way of adding some texture until you get confidence sort of making your own canes and things like that.
Yeah.
I do make canes, but I'm more a structural polymer clay person, so I like to use things to build on and use texture sheets. I'm just going to pop this through the clay roller with the clay attached,
the sheet itself,
because I want to get a really deep imprint
on there. I have got one of those texture sheets coming up in a bit. I'm not sure if it's the same design though, is it?
Yeah.
Might be. I'll have a little look for you.
But one of the other things to do is, if you haven't got this, go out into the garden, get some leaves off the trees, push them into your clay and then cut round them. You can do that as well. That's just
that idea.
Yeah.
Love that.
It's really pretty.
It is really pretty. Fab. Okay.
It's fantastic. Now all I did was I cut out using, you can use craft knife, needle tool, or anything sharp, needles, whatever, and just cut out the leaves individually. Okay. Just gonna, and then all I did was go around, and I'm trying to do this back to front. It's really difficult to see. And then just pushed it up over the.
Just pushing it on, and it's covering up that base.
Yeah, and then I went all the way around, covered it all the way around, and then once I was happy, I then cut. As you see, I cut round just to make sure it was all sort of even all the way around. So it was nice and flat.
That's gorgeous, isn't it?
So, as I say, it's going to take me too long to go all the way around, so it's just giving you an idea of how to do it. Baked that again, and what I did with this one was I had some champagne mica powder left over from, and I just give it a light dusting with some of the mica powder.
That mica powder.
Oh, it's fantastic, and it just gives it that little gold sort of look.
So that's what's been added over the top.
Yeah,
Gives it a really, again, magical
it does,
feel, doesn't it? And it ties in perfectly with the scales.
Yeah, that's right. It's just, I thought, just use what I've got.
It is beautiful.
So that is, once you've baked it all, it will look like that, but without the dragon.
Yes.
I haven't got a name for my dragon, actually.
Oh,
not got a name.
No way.
He hasn't got a name.
Text him.
Yeah, give me a name.
Name that dragon. 16777, please. We cannot have this beautiful dragon on and not have a name.
Oh, no, he's not got a name. I just suddenly thought I was going to give him, I was going to say, and then I thought he hasn't got a name.
Oh, bless him. Bless. Ben, what would you be calling this dragon if you had the option?
Is he like a qualified dragon or just a standard name?
Is he a qualified dragon or just a standard dragon? Is he a doctor? I don't know. He's rich. He's got loads of gold.
Yeah.
He's very affluent.
Yeah.
Maybe like Algernon?
Algernon!
That's the name of the cat that lives in our garden. Algernon.
No way.
It is, yeah.
Algernon. I've never heard that name before. And now literally I'm like the only person in this room who doesn't know something or never heard Algernon.
Algernon. We call him Algae for short.
Algae?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I absolutely adore this. $29.95 is the Polymer bundle. Did you say you wanted one of these sheets doing now, love? Which one do you want? Mambo.
Love that one.
Yeah. Oh, Mambo. Now obviously this is a different shape to the one that we're working with now, but it's always handy to have some textured stamps, isn't it? This is your Mambo. It's the Helen Broyle design, specifically created for this. I'll show you the picture on the back of it actually. That's the look that you'll be able to get. So it's really made for this particular medium in a sense. It's purposely created so that it will go through your clay roller. It's perfectly created so that you will get a really nice depth on this as well. You can use it with silver clay, you can use it with resin, you can use it with pretty much anything you can set your mind to. You can even use it just for card making actually. You can use it with your embossing as well. Whatever you've got, I'm sure you'll be able to add this into your design. Helen Broyle, it's your Mambo stamp, your price today £8.95 for you. WBMB01 for your Mambo textured stamp today. Fab. Well, I've just noticed the time. You've got enough time left.
We've got enough. I'll do the
dragon.
dragon.
We're going to go on to the dragon now.
I
really need to see how the dragon's created.
I'll do it very quickly. It's difficult trying to do things like that quite quickly, but I knew when I do this that doing the actual demo, you know, that because there's so much involved, I couldn't do it start to finish. So, but if I show you the basics, then you've got an idea.
Okay.
Right, I'm just putting the green clay through. I've just put it through on number 3, and I've rolled a sausage of clay. Doesn't matter what colour, it can be any colour.
Any colour.
Yeah.
Because it's, you know, whatever your imagination will let you.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be inside. It's going to be inside, so you're not going to see it.
Okay, that's good.
Right, so I'm just going to
scraps.
Cut that bit there. Roll it round. And make sure it all fits. And then just finish off this little bit at the end.
Kit's coming in at the bottom of the screen in a moment. There it is, $21.95 for you today.
Oh, so the kits that Pip's putting together just now are absolutely fantastic.
Fabulous, aren't
I've got one for next week, and it's just going on and on.
It's the loads.
And on and on.
Love that.
And on. If I had probably a month to work on it, I don't think I'd use everything in it.
Really?
Yeah, there's just loads in it. It's quite fun. Right, all I've done is I've covered that quickly in I'll cut his tail off, cut that bit off. Just fine. Right, now all you need to do is do a sort of sausage shape. Okay. Don't worry about the colours and that. So. Right, you're going to make his head first.
Okay.
So if you just roll his nose into shape, whatever shape you want. Mine actually just ended up that shape. Okay. And what you need to do is make his eyes. Now if you've got, I've got these little ball tools, and all I did was put one in like that to make a dent, and one, I'll just look at this, sorry, and then one in the other. And that just gives me a rough idea where his eyes are going to be.
Okay.
If you can see that. Okay?
Yeah.
Right, now, all I did then was I put in the gemstones down the back.
As that spine.
As a spine. So I started at the tail, give him a longer tail. And all I did was using my tail, was cut it open, because you need to make a space. Don't just try and push it in because you'll squash it. Okay, can you see from the glass there? Do you want me to move the glass out of the way? Can you see it? Yeah. Yeah, just pull it up. No, it's okay, because it's just the demo one. Just pull it up.
Okay, hang on.
So I'll just be squishing all the clay up.
Hang on. Oh. Right, got it.
That's it. Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
Got it.
Right, and then all you're going to do is all the way along. Just put it at the back.
Just pop this behind you.
Yeah. The next time I think about doing anything like this again, I'm going to go and have a lie down. Right. There you go.
I just love that you've really used the shape of this gemstone to really make that, you know, sort of really impactful spine detail to this dragon. It's amazing.
It was just one of the things, as soon as I saw the shape of the gemstones, it couldn't have been anything else. It had to be.
It had to be the spines.
It had to be, and it just had to be one of these glasses.
And this gemstone itself is absolutely fine to be baked, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
especially
absolutely
at the
fine. Absolutely fine. Most gemstones are. Some ones that have got certain types of coating and that, the coating might sort of fade and that sort of thing. But it's not like silver clay where things have to be. You know, certain gemstones to be baked into silver clay. You can more or less bake anything into polymer clay.
Yeah, I see.
I'm not going to go all the way along because it's going to take too long. Right, now, on that one you can see he's only got one leg because
you can only
see one. So, but to make his eyes, I just took a little bit of clay, a little ball of clay, and I used one of the star head pins that came in the kit, and I just cut the end off it. There we go. Just cut the end off.
Yeah.
And I made a little loop so that it wouldn't come out.
So that loop just keeps it in place.
It just keeps it in place. Yeah, just keeps it in place.
Okay. Got ya.
Right. So just put his little eye in there. It's probably a little bit too big. Honestly, just have some fun. This is great for the kids. Tell me to make a dragon.
And the thing is, because it's a dragon, it doesn't really matter how it looks, because it's essentially it's a fictional character, isn't it? It's a mythical creature.
It's your interpretation, basically, of what
you want it to look like.
Yeah. I'm just going to give him a little eyebrow. There we go.
Oh, he's an inquisitive one. Look at him. Let me think. He looks a bit sarcastic at the moment. Like, I love him. How cute is he already?
Right, if you're just going to give him a little leg, let's see.
Okay.
I'm going to go a little leg. Okay. And all I'm going to do is roll a little piece of clay. I'm going to flatten it down at one end.
Okay.
See that? And roll the other end into a slight point. I'm trying to make it look like a shoulder. Okay.
Yeah, I see. So kind of the shoulder muscle.
Yeah. Okay. And then at the other end, if you just use your blade and cut in.
So this again, just using. Oh yeah. So it's to create the toes.
Yeah. And then just roll them. I just did that.
Oh, that's clever.
I'll just.
Ow. I'm fine.
Are you all right?
Yeah. So you're just rolling them to create like a point, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm just rolling it around. I found that was the easiest way to do it. And it just adds a little bit of texture as well.
Yeah.
And then all you can do is just...
And they look scaly now.
And then you can just attach it to the side of the body. Stand them up like that. Put them on the side like that.
I get you.
You can see what I mean, because obviously he's resting round the... he's been supported by the basket, so it's...
Oh, that's clever, yeah. Oh yeah, now you've said it, I can see that.
Yeah. Now what I did was I used my my tools here, these ones that I'm going to be using.
Your etchers.
My etchers, yeah.
Fab, aren't they?
And I used a small one. Where was it? That one. I think it was. These are great. And then all I did was just go in. Now let me just check and see which way I'm doing this. See which way. Yeah. All you do is just go in that way like that and just make marks all the way down. Okay. And then all you have to do is just keep going.
And just add it in all like these scale like details.
Yeah, just at scale. Obviously I'm doing this very, very quickly. It's nowhere near as good as I would do it at home if I had plenty of time. Looks more like a salamander.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And then you would add your little embellishments, and the wings are basically just a piece of clay shaped. Make sure it's sort of fairly thick, because you don't want it to break.
I'll show you the back of the wings as well. So you've got two wings here, obviously. Yeah. So this is the wing shape that we've got here. So you've made two of these.
Yeah, I'm just going to do one in miniature. It's basically two shapes like that, and one on either side. And if you just cross them over slightly and push them together, they will bake together and they won't come apart.
Okay. So we just have them touching a little bit.
Touching
over the body.
a little bit, sort of there.
Okay.
And then over the back as well.
Okay.
So. I'm aware that we're running out of time, and I knew it was going to be quite ambitious to do it all in one.
No, don't worry. So. It's fine. You've got time.
But
you've got time. Don't worry.
Right. So and then all I did was then is put where's my blade? I just cut a little slit for his mouth.
Okay.
You don't have to. You can leave them like that. What I did want to do was put a little gemstone.
Oh my gosh, he's so cute though. Oh, I love him.
But I say after that, once you've got the basic shape, it's just embellishing it and putting in the marks.
I went the ears as well. We've got ears on it.
Yeah, the ears. I put the ears. Just again, little piece of clay. And the easiest way to make some ears is to roll it into a ball. I'll do this a little bit bigger. You've got a little ball of clay.
So just a normal ball?
Just normal ball, and then in your hand, put it in there, use your finger and roll it in the palm of your hand, but only at one end, so it comes out in a little cone shape like that.
Okay, so one side is still the ball side, and then the other is a little triangular.
Yeah, it's a little cone. Okay, and then
I see.
All you do after that is just flatten it.
Squidge it.
Squidge it down. And then you can put a little mark in there like that.
Again, it really is about building texture, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Just giving them a little
ear hole.
Ear hole. There you go.
What is that bit called? That's the lobe, isn't it?
Yeah.
The lobe.
Yeah. And there you go. He's got a little ear now. You can put that on.
Got it.
Put it on there. I'll say this is nowhere as good as I would do it at home. But
oh my goodness, they're like little pixie ears.
So he's starting to look like a dragon.
Oh my gosh, yeah, he's completely looking like a dragon.
Yeah. As I say, this is very, very quick, and I would obviously take a lot more time at home and build it up.
Gorgeous.
And then once you're happy with it, position them on your bake it again. And then all I did was glaze the surface. I didn't glaze any of the other things. I just glazed the surface, and that was it.
Over the top of the gem art?
Over the top of the gem art to stop it coming off. And I would put it over the dragon as well because of the gleam, because I've gleamed certain parts of the dragon as well.
Is this all Gleam here and then the back? All of this is Gleam?
Yep.
Wow, you've painted that on then?
Yep, just used my finger, went over with the Gleam just to highlight the...
That's serious high shine, isn't it? Yeah. And then we haven't spoken through these little details here, which I love.
Yeah, that was basically just the scrap gold clay, and it was just little circles, just tiny little circles, and then just put them on. I'll put them around his ear. And see it, just put it on.
Oh, you've circled them first.
Yep, just put on.
Oh, it looks like he's got an earring. Oh my god, I love him. Oh wow. Blinged up dragon, I love him.
I'll put another one there. You can do lots and lots of things with. If you've got other gemstones and that, you can embellish them as well. And
yeah.
I haven't actually done a dragon for quite a while, so.
I love him. So you're just doing the tiny little, and this is that gold colour.
That's the gold clay
that you get in the pack.
Yeah.
That's still at the bottom of your screen. CUGC12 is the code on that. It's 21.95 just there for you.
And then all I did was just put little holes in it so that it would pick up paint when I went over it with the paint.
Oh, so you've just put the little holes in. They're not dug really, really far in?
No. And did that as well. So, and then when I went over it, baked it, I went over it with the black paint as well, put it on, washed it off to pick up the detail.
See that on the ridges, the ridge down the centre of the head and everything.
Then I gleamed it, and just to give them a little bit of texture. But see, it's difficult to do that here because I can't bake, and I hadn't really got enough clay to bake one at home and also demo here as well. So because it was quite clay intensive, so. Apologies that I couldn't actually do an extra one to show you, but
oh no, do not be silly at all.
I think you get the idea.
Yeah, definitely. The thing is that I adore about this, look at it, it looks like wow, I would never be able to do that. But I think we can all agree that with your instructions, step by step, it's just about taking it in time. Don't think of it as a whole project, think of it as section by section, and then all of a sudden this beautiful outstanding piece is created. It's just really exceptional, and it truly is.
You could just do the wine glass.
Yeah,
you don't need to do anything.
You don't need to do the whole base. You could just do the wine glass, couldn't you, and have it as a tea glass, tea light holder. I absolutely adore it. We've had a few people texting in with a name. Which one was my favourite? The clay. What was it? Hang on, we're finding it. Someone messaged one in that was just, I thought was epic. Claygon.
Oh, I like that.
I love that.
That's brilliant.
That's from Sarah in Worcestershire. I love that. Claygon.
Claygon, yeah.
Yeah, Claygon. I absolutely adore him.
That's brilliant.
Isn't that fab?
I do like that.
It's wonderful, isn't it? And thank you so much for showing us this. Honestly, it's astonishing, isn't it? It truly is. Thank you for showing us that. We're coming back to you in a little bit for your challenge. Have you started it yet?
No.
Okay. Don't worry, we won't have any more power cuts, you'll be fine. Now, after the break, I have got for you some storage solutions and one of our big four. I'll see you after this.
Here at JewelleryMaker, we have many stages of quality control, from lab tests all the way through to our own in-house gemologists. We're confident with our quality, but we want to give you that peace of mind by offering you a 30-day money-back guarantee.
Join guest designer Liz Welsh and master the art of friendly plastic. Liz will guide you through the basics of using this medium, including how to shape and fuse your friendly plastic and how to use transfer foils, gleams and gilding flakes. You will make an array of projects throughout the day and pick up lots of handy hints and tips. The full course includes a selection of friendly plastic colours, a findings pack and silver copper plated wire, use of gleam, gilding flakes and foils, a buffet style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studios and a visit to our Gemstone museum and shop. All of this for just $79.95. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
Did you know that every individual gemstone in our Gems of Distinction collection goes through a 7-stage intricate process to get from the rough to a beautiful bead?
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order for just 50p and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates for items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from the Genuine Gemstone Company.
Welcome back to Designer Inspiration. What a day we've had. My name's Rebecca Redican and I'm joined by the lovely Anne. How are you, Anne?
I'm fine, I'm just tidying up, ready to start my challenge.
Very good. Have you had any ideas for your challenge yet?
No, not yet.
Be honest.
I'm going to have a rummage and see what else we've got down there we can
have a little rummage, I'm sure you'll find something. I've got loads coming up for you, so let's get started. Where are we going? Pink druzy. Wow. I remember when we had druzy on in November, and per strand you'd get 5 pieces, and they were quite large, weren't they? And then the centre piece was druzy. For me, this is so much more workable. It truly, truly is. Take a look. I love that colour palette as well that we've got on this. 60 carats worth you have of this beautiful pink druzy. Now, druzy is essentially there's a host rock, so that would be the outside crust. And the host rock itself has to be very porous. So you have the host rock here, and the big host rock on the outside has to be porous. And what happens is a silica-based substance will get inside of the liquid. And because of the temperature change, because you know what it's like, a huge host rock, really, really thick, as soon as the liquid is inside, it's a completely different temperature. The crystals and the silica itself will just straight away form this crystalline structure because of the drying, this kind of cooling process is so quick and so ferocious. They haven't actually got time to sort of lay down next to each other perfectly. They just go really, really cool straight away, which is why you get these individual crystal-like structures, which is why you get this almost external glitter-like effect. It looks like let's face it looks like a fruit pastel. I know it's the 4th time I've mentioned fruit pastels today, but they just keep coming up. It does, doesn't it? You've got 60 carats worth here, and these are your 10 mils. Now, I absolutely adore these. I think they're really workable. I've only done 2 types of druzy for you before. One with those huge, the ones that were probably around this size, that were the 5 that you'd get on a strand, and another one that I've done for you is the solid circles, so they're spheres, and now and again you get tiny little inclusions of this. These ones are really, really obviously druzy, but they're so workable too because of their size, but also because they have the flat backs on them. So really workable, going to rest nicely against the décolletage. You can faux prong set if you so wish. There's loads you could do with these. 60 carats worth here. Zog P39 your price. £14.95 for you today. It's truly mystical. It's almost magical. Imagine pairing these with that dragon-like effect, because these are almost mystical, aren't they?
Yeah, you can put them in the little basket and have them guarding those.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, they're lovely.
You could have them golden, these ones like the golden coins, couldn't you?
Oh yeah, they're fantastic.
I love. If you were to do something with these, what would you think of doing, lovely Anne?
Well, so I do quite a lot of structural polymer clay pieces, necklace, and you could embed them actually in clay and bake them, and they would be really nice embedded in some clay pieces. I would probably use them that way.
That'd be really nice, that. I love that idea. £14.95 for these. Get them whilst you can. Not got that many of these left, actually. Say that to me again, sorry. Do you want to do the champagne one now? Brillos. These are the ones I've just shown you. So this is the same druzy in the shape and size, but totally different colour. This is your champagne tone. Golden coins of druzy. These are beautiful, aren't they? 70 carats worth we have approximately on this strand. 10 mil, again, they are your champagne druzy coins. Let's have a little look at them with the pink. I think they look real nice together, don't they? These are a bit more spicy, aren't they? These ones are spicy, these are pow, impactful. These ones are a little bit more subtle in a sense, but they still have that gorgeous, seductive sparkle to them. Your price today? It's £14.95 for you. Imagine faux prong set on this. Oh my goodness, I'd love it. With gold maybe, just to really make that power pop. Or perhaps even with a silver to just cool it right down. It looks fab with loads of different skin tones. Nude colour is massively in fashion at the moment. It's set to continue actually all the way through the winter, which generally it doesn't actually. But this time it is, and we've seen it in the fashion shows for autumn and for winter this year. It started last year, didn't it, the nude trend, and I'll tell you what, it's here to stay. Get it whilst you can, £14.95. Do you love a good bit of storage? Oh yeah, I do. Mainly because I'm really messy. And if I have a storage box, I'm sorted then. Just throw it all in one place, can't you? Got storage coming for you. Let's start off with these goodies. Your beading box. This is your beading tray for your bracelets. You've got the different measurements, the different sizes. You've got pots to keep your goodies nice and in place. You've also got ways to lay your design out, just to test it beforehand, make sure it all works perfectly. You've got the most popular of your wrist sizes on there, and you've also got the wells at the bottom to sort your pieces out. You're also going to be getting within this your jewellery maker toolkit. Oh, this is fab. If you are new to us, maybe you're not totally sure why we need tools. Oh, trust me, you're going to need tools at some point in your jewellery making journey. In here, you are going to be getting a storage box. It's great for organising. You're also going to be able to get your ore, which actually we've used quite a bit, this type of thing, with our design for both of our design inspirations today. You've got your scoop to keep things all nicely in place, and also to scoop up, especially if you've got nuggets coming off the strand. You've got your tweezers, which are great for seed beads. You've got your snips, perfect for things such as your, what's it called, beading thread. You've got your round nose pliers, perfect for making loops. You've got your chain nose, flat nose pliers, great for opening jump rings, getting into small areas. And you've got your snips, which are perfect for your wire as well. All of this comes in a really sturdy, easy to carry, zip up jewellery maker toolkit bag. And then, I'm so excited to show you this. I haven't brought this to you before. We hardly ever get this in, because when we do, it flies out. Have a little look. It's our storage bag. Jewellery Maker branded. You've got really sturdy Velcro that then goes down to your zip lid. And then look in here. All graded 5 packaging boxes. In here, you're getting, look at all of this. Look at all of these. 5 boxes of graded 5 plastic. Let me get them all out to really show you. Graded 5 plastic is essentially, it's this misty style of plastic, which is great for if you're working with polymer clay, because, as I said earlier on, you can't have clay that will eat into plastic, and this won't. If I just show you one of the boxes, they're all the same, but let me show you them. So you've got these divider sections in here, which you have all of these little areas which you can remove and make as large or as small as you want. And then you'll have these snap open, snap close drawer pockets. Now let me show you. So all you have to do is you pull them away from each other, and then you can just slide them in to wherever you want. Can you see? So you can have really small pockets. Say one box might just be for your findings. So in one you might have a set of earrings, then you might have your shepherd's hooks, you might have your toggle clasps, you might have, each box you can keep the same. Alternatively, you can keep them really open, really wide for, say, reels of wire that maybe, the small 10mm reels that we do now, the smaller, stockier ones. You could use those in different sections. Maybe if you have some cabs, you can make them the right shape for your cabs. But you can keep keep these at whatever size you want, because you have loads of these tear off strips, which you can keep, and you can really make this as workable, as usable as you want. So 5 of these boxes, all the same in design. You can maybe have one for your findings, you could have one for your cabs, you could have one for your polymer blocks, whatever you wanted. Also, another thing, if I show you this, hang on. The zips on these do go all the way down. So if I'm to stack these for you now, do you know what it's also actually great for? It's also great for if you're going to be showing off some of your pieces and you just want people to really see them, then you absolutely can. Have a look. There you go. So you've got them all there nice and neatly piled up for you, haven't you? Because you've got these zips here too, but you can just keep them zipped up. Also, if you take one out, say you want to keep one at home, you can just fit the toolkit in there. Easy peasy. Again, toolkit's here, zipped it up. It's all ready and wearing for you to go on your trip, wherever you're going. I'm going to do something ridiculous with the price of this. It's not going to be that price. Nope. That should be price. All 5 boxes, a toolkit and your board. It's £17.95. 85 pence. I know. Do you know
what I use those black bags for? Once I've taken the plastic boxes out, put my clay roller in it if I'm carrying it anywhere.
Clever idea. Yeah, good plan. I can't get over that price. Can you? Well, no, people at home can't either. So how much is this box normally by itself? The storage solution. And don't forget, once we've cleared all this up and once we've zipped it all away and it's all nice and neat, you've got your extendable handle here, so you can just throw it over your back. So look, it goes from really short to really, really long. So you can just loop it over your shoulder if you so wish, and then that makes it perfect for carrying to and from your craft stall, isn't it? The storage bag should be £12.95 for you. So for an extra £5, you're getting your toolkit, which is normally £10, and a beading tray as well. Well, it's £9.95, isn't it? What do you think of that price?
Ideal if you're just starting out. It's fantastic.
It is ideal, but I'm going to make it better. You're not going to believe this. Oh my days, you buy the storage box, you get a toolkit and the beadboard for free today, ladies and gentlemen. Do not worry, all of you 10 or so people that already got your hands on this at that £17.95 price tag. That's not a problem at all. You will all pay the same price today. £15.95. You buy the storage solution with the 5 boxes, the grade 5 boxes, graded plastic in there with the separate sections and with the class. So it's totally fine. You'll buy that. You get both of these for free. You're getting all of these tools for absolutely nothing in here today. ENGC83. Now what do you think of the price?
Well, just, what can I say? Fantastic. If you're just starting out, that is just fantastic for a beginner. You've got everything there.
Isn't it?
That's brilliant.
And you know what as well, maybe you're thinking of starting yourself workshops. Look, Gemma Crow's in there at the moment. I know perfectly that she's got one of these. She takes loads and loads of goodies with her. She has to, when she does her own workshop, she has to take a toolkit per person. She has to take a bead tray per person. She'll take all of her good stock, you know, through there, so that she's got everything there with her. Maybe you're doing your own workshops, maybe you're doing your own jewellery parties, whatever you're doing. Maybe you've already got a toolkit for yourself and for other people. Well, what about getting yourself another one so that you can have ones for each person in the class? There's nothing worse than having to take 3 toolkits to share for a whole class, and you have to take it in turns. There's no point when you're getting this cracking deal. And let's face it, with storage solutions like this, it's really going to be hard to have too many. It truly is.
You can't have enough storage.
Exactly.
You cannot.
So true. £15.95. You buy this wonderful back in stock storage bag. You get a beadboard and you get this whole toolkit for free. think about it this way as well for me. I'm sure we will all have seen toolkits with fewer goodies in it than this toolkit, fewer, sometimes lesser quality, for around that price, right? It's like you're buying this toolkit pretty much anywhere else and you're getting the storage bag for free and this wonderful beadboard for free as well. It's just so astonishing. It truly, truly is. You could actually, in some places, and again, I'm sure we've all seen it, buy 2 tools for that price. I know I've seen it. Definitely, like the starter pack, you know, like maybe a set of chain nose pliers and a pack of snips, just 2, buy them separately for around that price for just 2 tools.
And not in a nice case either.
No, absolutely, absolutely. £15.95 for you. Congratulations. All of you wonderful people getting your hands on this today, you're getting yourself a true bargain deal on this. You really, really are. There's so much in here. So many goodies. Absolutely adore it. £15.95 for you today. Hello, producer Scott. How are you? Have I got you now, have I? Oh, for the next 30 minutes or so. How exciting. Scott's here. You know what that means, don't you? Stupid prices like this. ENGC 83, £15.95. If you're new to Jewellery Maker, but let's face it, if you've been with us since the start, you know this is a steal of a deal. Get your hands on it now, £15.95. How do you feel about doing something absolutely stupid now? One of you big 4? At a discounted price. Now, I'm about to show you a double trouble of these this beautiful gem. It's the same strand I'm about to show you, and you're going to be getting 2 opportunities to get it together. Now, the wonderful thing about that is the fact that you are going to be able to create looks time and time again. Have you ever created something and you've used a whole other strand and thought, oh, I wish I got more of that, because I absolutely love that design, but I've run out of gems? I've done it before, I definitely know I have. And especially with the smaller gems, I'm going to be bringing to you some quite small gems in areas now. Especially with that, when you've done accents and you think, oh my goodness, that accent works perfect with that gem. That colour combination is great, that's perfect, I love it, I'm so glad I made that piece, and then you go to make it again and you haven't got enough. You're not going to have that problem now, because I'm bringing you 2 of the same strand. Now, it's one of your big 4. I'm about to bring you sapphire, and I'm about to bring you just unimaginable quality now. I'm bringing to you the most kind of archetypal, royal and regal of colours when it comes to the sapphire. Is your blue sapphire I'm about to bring to you. Now, just before I show you these, if you can just have a little checklist in your mind, I'm sure you've seen the adverts about it that we had. There's a few things you're going to be looking for with sapphire in particular. Every gemstone you'll kind of have a different checklist. It's kind of a buyer's guide really of what to look for to check whether or not you're getting good value for money. When it comes to sapphire, you want clarity. So that means you need to really, to get the prices up there, to mean the qualities up there, it would be best if you can see through it, so there's some sort of translucency there. It doesn't always happen, you know, sometimes when you get sapphire it's completely opaque, but really to know you're getting the highest of high quality, you are looking for that clarity. And you're also looking for a hue. Now, a hue that's appealing to you, obviously a beauty within the eyes of the beholder, but when it comes to certain colours, the hue needs to have a decent enough intensity to it. You have to be able to look at it and know straight away, yes, that is blue. You don't want to be looking at it thinking, wait, hang on, if I hold it that way, is it a little bit, is it a greeny, is it yellow? You want to be able to see straight away that that colour is impactful enough, that the saturation is there. And speaking of saturation, you want realistically an equal quality of saturation throughout the whole strand. So for the money and quality again to be up there, you don't want to be looking at it and thinking, oh, that's really deep, dark, really rich blue there. And then it kind of fades off a bit in the middle and then it's kind of raindroppy. You don't want that, you want symmetry to it. So bear all of those things in mind for me, because genuinely, you're going to tick all of those boxes. They are your gems of distinction strands. They are the most regal and royal gemstone. This is your double trouble sapphire. Wow. Wow. Look at these strands. The richness is astonishing. The quality is blatant. Let's be honest about this. The symmetry is there. The colour palette is there. There is such a beautiful mixture and variety here. They each come in their own little safety pouch just to keep them up there. Not that it really needs it, because obviously it is sapphire, so it's a 9 on the Mohs scale, only beaten pretty much by diamond itself. But they are gems of distinction, so we want to give you that extra opportunity to really look after these. You've got 10 carats worth on each strand. So essentially you're getting 20 carats worth of this most beautiful sapphire. Everything you can want from one of the most regal and prestigious gemstones in the world you have got here. Imagine a sapphire clustering. How much would you be expecting to pay or sell that for? If you're thinking under £100, I think you're doing yourself a disservice there. The fact of the matter is that sapphire has just jumped upon us with a massive surprise in the last few years. We always thought of sapphire as something that was so exclusive and very executive to get your hands on, but thankfully it will be around for a long time. Boy oh boy, that has dramatically changed recently. Some sapphire mines have closed. Some sapphire mines, we haven't had any yields larger than 2 carats since December last year. It has just jumped upon us, the rarity of this gemstone. The fact that I can bring you 2 strands today at £69.90 would be astonishing. I say would, because I'm going to go lower today. Your price for 2 strands of genuine sapphire, £44.90 for 2, not per strand, for the both of them. Do you know what? Serious congratulations to people. You've got £20 saving. That's £10 off per strand. And let me show you this. Look at the importance of this. There's no spacers here. This is genuine, pure sapphire. 20 carats worth of this beauty you're getting. Type in 20 carats into your search engine. See what comes up, see what prices are coming up. I bet you it's not £44.90. That is £10 off each of these. The quality is exceptional. The luxurious effect you're gonna get with this sapphire is astonishing. And let's face it, it's sapphire. Everybody knows it, everyone wants it. It's a very aspirational gemstone, but the fact of the matter is, per strand, you're getting it for £22.45.
I'm stunned.
£22.45 per strand. Just wow. Oh, and not played a game with you today, love.
Oh no.
3 words, sapphire. 3 words that pop to mind when someone says to you, sapphire.
Sparkling.
Absolutely, you've got that here.
September.
Yeah.
And luxurious.
Luxurious. You hit the nail on the head there.
Yeah.
Absolutely is purest of pure luxury, isn't it? ZOGC35 is your code on this today. It's £44.90. It's serious luxury, serious high end at a really bargain basement price, isn't it? Really, really is. Congratulations for getting your hands on that. You've got yourself a real little deal. I don't know, I don't know why you're in today's show. Let's bring you some today. I've not seen this twisted wire. So I've got for you some wire, for all you wire workers out there, this is going to be for you. You've got 1 mil, 10 meters worth in the turquoise. You're also getting this huge, I love this black and silver, 1 mil, 10 meters worth. Just to let you know, when we say 1 mil on the twisted wire, we mean each wire is 1 mil. So therefore the silver section is 1 mil and the black section is 1 mil. You're also going to be getting this magenta and purple. This is the one I've not seen before. I love this. 10 meters worth of the 0.4. Wow. You've got textures here, haven't you? Blimey. What a gorgeous selection of colour, tone, texture. You've got 10 meters worth of each. So 20 meters of the twisted and 10 meters worth of the turquoise in this wire. Your price for 30 meters of wire today. Now that's a really good price, especially if you haven't been working with twisted wire before, because you might love the look of it and think, oh, I don't really know how I'm going to work with that. So at that price, it's great because you can just have a go, and do you know what? If it doesn't go right, watch a tutorial, have another go. If it doesn't go right again, maybe it's not right for you. At $15.85, that's brilliant. But today, I'm not staying that price. Your price is just £9.95 for all 30 meters. What do you think of that?
I think I'm not a wire worker and I'm really desperate to get started, and that would be great if somebody's like myself who's not into wire and wants to get started and just have a play and have a go. It's not a lot of money just to have some fun, and of course turquoise is my colour anyway. So
of course, so you've got a beautiful, beautiful colour palette there.
Yeah.
$9.95. It's great. Just gives you texture and depth. What kind of gems would you say pair with, let's say, the turquoise?
I would like, that druzy that you had, the gold druzy. I think that would go quite nice with it.
Oh, I think you're right. Yeah,
that would be really nice.
That is a faux prong set.
Yeah,
beautiful ring.
Exactly. That would be lovely.
Oh yeah, that would be really nice.
Yeah.
$9.95 for all of this. It's astonishing. That druzy is coming in at the bottom of your screen. If I've just tuned in, you've still got your opportunity to get your hands on this if you're quick. It's coming in now. This is the druzy that's going to be on the bottom of your screen in moments. There it is. KJ GP 40, 70 carats worth. $14.95. Look how gorgeous. Oh, it's so nice. I absolutely love this bundle. 30 meters worth, or just $9.95. Congratulations to you lovely people who are getting your hands on this. If you haven't tried twisted wire before, now's your opportunity, because let's face it, it's a bargain price, isn't it? 0.4, 1 mil, $9.95. Okay, are you ready? Do you remember I said to you earlier on that I've got that big one and I've got singular figures coming up? If you know what I'm talking about, that means you've been watching from the beginning. So my way of saying thank you is saying get on the phone now, because it's coming in now. And as soon as that graphic comes up and the title comes up, get on the phone now. You know I've got single figures of this. You're on the phone, here it is, go. It is your amber. Let's get your price in. It's 42 centimetre strand. It's £19.95. This is the last of this that I've got. These are your 5 mil rounds. It's gorgeous. You've got nature encapsulated within here. This is fossilized. I've got 5 of them left at this moment in time. That is it. This is such a stunning selection that we've got here. You've got those burnt umber tones. You've got those really good, let's have a look. Can you see all the nature trapped inside these? If we get really close in, can you see? You've got ferns, I've got little leaves in this one. Now, some of them might have insects in, some of them might have little leaves in, some of them have got almost like this saffron tone effects in them. What was I going to say then? Yeah, so essentially this is from a monkey puzzle tree. That's where this one's come from. Yeah, I'm not making this up. This comes from a monkey puzzle tree. So a monkey puzzle tree, if you don't know what that is, essentially it's really, really spiny horrible. Do not touch it because it hurts. Tree it kind of looks like, it's called a monkey puzzle tree because it's it used to puzzle people how monkeys could actually climb it and get into it, but humans, you can't even touch it because it essentially stings you. I've got one left. I'll carry this story on in a minute. 1995 for you. Gone. Sorry. Oh yeah, lush. And again, if you missed out on Amber, stay on the phone. This is your last strand. The last one we've got. Single figures. So, this is 4x3 to 8x4. It's £14.95. You can see the difference in sizes here, the difference in tones. So, yeah, so it's the sap from Monkey Puzzle Tree, and that sap was just perfect to creating this range because the sap of a monkey puzzle tree, essentially, even if it's less for thousands and thousands of years, like some of this will have been, it doesn't, you know, get broken down, it doesn't biodegrade, the weather conditions won't wear it down too much, you'll still be able to get these solid chunks. So yeah, that's where it's from, Monkey Puzzle Tree. MSGY52, last chance to purchase, one left, £14.95, they've all gone. Sorry. Well done though for staying involved. Where was that, love? Sorry, missed that. No, it's alright, it's me. Ooh, sunshine on a rainy day makes my soul drip, drip, drip away. Look at these. Sky blue, appetite. Wait, were we singing a different song then? Mine was sunshine on a rainy day makes my soul. Who sung that? Drip, drip, drip. Mine's not Gabrielle. Yours was Gabrielle. Mine's, I don't know. Who was that? Someone must know who sung Sunshine on a Rainy Day. Makes my soul drip, drip, drip away. Was it Annie Lennox or something? No? We'll find out for you. Was it a male singing folk band? Oh, a rock band. I think that makes me a bit cooler than Gabrielle. So, oh, I loved Gabrielle though, gotta say. 1-0. This is 25 carats of this. I say sunshine on a rainy day because to me it just yells that. They're in these raindrop shapes. They've got the raindrop blue, but the blue is so impactful. It is like sunshine blue, if that makes sense. It's just such a wonderful, bright, powerful pop. I absolutely adore these, I really, really do. 25 carats worth you've got here of this most beautiful gem. Actually, this reminds me of a film. I went to see a film last night. I went to see a bit of an old school film last night. I'll tell you about this in a second. Do you want the price in? Yeah, go on. Your price for these today. Stunning. I can't believe that. For that quality. Look, oh, it's only been seen once before. Look at the quality, look at the glow, look at the richness in this. Oh my goodness, can you see? Look, as I'm spinning. Oh my goodness. Look at that brightness, look at the freshness, look at the clarity on this. Oh my days, congratulations everyone who's getting your hands on this. It is bright, it is powerful, it is poppy. It has got serious strength to it actually, hasn't it? I would love this as a little charm bracelet or pair of earrings. It would be beautiful, wouldn't it? Look at that slide, look at that VT. Wow. KYNN09 is your code on this today. This is high quality, and for that price, I'm absolutely astonished. For some reason, I don't know why, I do have my pre-production meetings. For some reason, I had in my mind that this was $34.95, and I don't know why. Maybe because I've seen my lift for tomorrow, but I have. Pardon. There was one earlier on that was at this price. That's why I'm expecting this. And when I saw the quality of it, I thought, yep, that's it. That's the $34.95 one. I cannot believe that because with sky blue appetite, oh my goodness. Let me just have a good look. Am I right in saying this is natural? It looks, it is. Oh my goodness, this is absolutely natural. I'm asking that because sky blue apatite, you know, it does have a tendency to have a lot of inclusions, and you can actually see sometimes when these inclusions are tried to be hidden, because when you look in, you can actually see areas of change of texture internally. That's why I had to get my nose down to the table and have a really good look, and I could see that there's absolutely none of that. And it's absolutely natural. That clarity, zero inclusions. If you can see any inclusions, you've got better eyes than me, but don't forget it's 40 times magnification, those cameras. So if you can, I most certainly cannot. These are totally eye clear to me. Wow. Wow, £14.95 for you today. Yes. I'm excited because I get to do my favourite now. Triple bundle. Eee! All of my favourites. Which one do I start off with? Let's start off with one of our newest members to the JewelleryMaker family. Purple opal. I love it. Wow. Plain rondelles. Look at how gorgeous this strand is. It's calming, it's tranquil, it's feminine. Oh, my beautiful, beautiful purple opal. It is such a rarity to get purple opal, let alone 45 carats worth. This is so new to us here at JewelleryMaker. It truly, truly is. How beautiful. You've got different areas of almost sort of a amalgamation of these tones, really impactful, powerful, and then kind of a really tranquil, almost pastel, baby tones of purple running through. There is graduation on this 45 carat strand from 4x2 to 8x5 mil on this. I totally adore it. 18 centimetre strand. Let's stick with the femininity, let's stick with the girly, let's stick with that just delicate kiss of colour. And then you've got the pink opal. Oh my goodness, and this strand's faceted. Let me just show you this separately because I just want you, how rare is it to see beautiful pink opal faceted? It's such a treat. It really, really is. Now with pink and purple, with the pink and purple opal that we've got here, I think personally that colour tone and that colour palette just works exceptionally well together. I truly, truly do. Oh my goodness, I know what we're doing with the price of this and I can't believe it. I've not stopped there, I've got one more for you. 80, no we're not. We're going lower than what I think. 80 carats worth. And then, wow, some of the highest quality of fire opal I've seen. Fire opal with translucency is astonishing. This is your Mexican fire opal, totally natural, from areas in Mexico where essentially the landscape is just made up of volcanoes. And I love that about this. It almost shows you, it almost yells to you the place it's from, the location in which this gem was created by Mother Nature. Faceted again, to exception. I'm really worried about where we're going to go to on this price. That's the price it should be. I know that. That's the should be price. Because from what I remember, your purple opal is $29.95. The fire opal is $29.95 as well. So that's taking you up there already. You've already, just with these two strands here, you've already got £60 worth of opal just here. You're having a giraffe. We genuinely did not discuss this, bottom of my heart. Oh my goodness.
Is that full screen?
£16.65 per strand. The purple should have been £30. The fire opal should have been £30, and the fire opal £30, and the pink was reduced and it was $19.95. You're getting all of them, each for $16.65 today. Oh my goodness. Think of the work that's gone into these. Think of the work that Mother Nature has brought to us working with these. In fact, have we got that slide? You know, the one about the opal structure, the opal formation. I'll show this to you now, but this is one of the things I absolutely adore about opal. All of these have the same formation, but look at how different they are. They all have the same formation style from Mother Nature, essentially. So this is a picture of kind of how it is formed. Now you see the water table at the bottom there, that's the water line. Now this is in summer, so this is how it's created in summer. So in winter or autumn, just imagine for me the rain, the rain, the rain. So replace the sun for loads of rain. And then that rain creeps into the crust of the earth. So what happens is that water table, which is in the crust of the earth, rises. And it'll rise above those cracks and crevices, those big, big slashes that you see there through that, because the water level will rise above that area. And then because the water's got loads of silica in it, once the sun comes out, as it is now, the water evaporates through the earth, the water table comes down, and can you see that crack and crevice which just has the white in it? That's just the opal. It's literally, water's just evaporated and that's what's left behind. I think it's absolutely astonishing that that happens in the crust of our earth. It's just a phenomenal creation for these. It truly, truly is. It is just a most beautiful and so well-known gemstone. The fact that you should be paying for this one strand here, $29.95, but today you're getting it for $16.65. The same for this one over here. Pretty much £30 saving, isn't it? You're saving £10 off. £10 off. £10 off. Pretty much. Haven't you? Haven't you? Oh my goodness, it is astonishing. This is the should be prices as well. Let me just show that to you. Look at that. That is the agreed price, and I told you, you know I'd never lie to you, you know I never bump it up. I promised to you that we agreed at that price beforehand. That's why lovely Chloe made us this slide. We agreed on $54.95 would be the price, which meant you were saving $24.90. Fact of the matter is you're actually saving over £29 now. But that's the price of them all. That price that you saw for all of them highlighted, that's the price that they've been on our website, and that's the price they are right now, taking into account any discounts. It's our only strand of purple opal. I said to you, this is brand new. This is one of the newest members to our JewelleryMaker family. This is the only one we've got, and I'll be honest with you, we haven't as of yet ordered any more. We haven't. Simple as that. This is our only strand. We haven't ordered any more. You might not see it again. It's yours today, £16.95. I can't get over it. Opal all sorts for you today, £49.95. Now, I've got some tools for you now, have I? Hang on. Let's have a look. Oh, have I got the handy? Crimping pliers, spacer beads, and your helping hands that I've got here. Now, when I say handy, I'm talking about the helping hand. Essentially, this is a great little tool just to keep everything neat, tidy, and well ordered. You get bulldog clips on here. Should I get it out for you? Hang on. Go on, let us. I'm fine. Thank you, Ben. I can't open the box. This is your handy Andy that we have here. So it's got the magnifying glass on it, so that you can really get up close and personal to your gemstones. Look at how great the magnification is on that. It's huge. You then have your bulldog clips as well on this that can hold your strand in place. So say you're making something and then you just want to hold it in place, then you can do so with this. So for example, you could have, say, your gemstone strand sort of held into there. In there. You've also got movable components, essentially, so you can move the arms to how you want it. You can move it so it's at the perfect angle for you to look at. So that is your helping hand that we have here. You've also got your crimping pliers here too. So these are your crimping pliers, which If you have crimps themselves, these will close your crimps up perfectly. So sometimes with crimps, when I say crimps, I mean the cylindrical tubes. When you flatten those, sometimes they are just flat. They just turn into a blank flat sheet of metal, which is fine. But if you want to keep that really professional spherical look, you're going to need to get your hands on this, because this is how you create that. You've also got your bead covers as well. So these are your crimp bead covers that we have here. 4mm, 100 pieces, antiques bronze, should be $15.85 your price today though. It's not that. How'd you fancy under £10? Can you believe that? All of this today for just £8.95. Anne, what do you think of that?
What is going on today?
Who knows? Wacky Wednesday it is, Anne. That's what it is. Isn't that stunning?
That's brilliant.
I've seen a set of crimp pliers. Don't forget, these are the they've got the gorgeous large sort of ergonomic handle. I've seen just these, not the exact same ones, but crimp pliers at that price. Fact of the matter is, you're getting 100 of your antiques bronze crimp beads, and you're getting helping hands as well.
Helping hands is brilliant.
Do you love helping hands?
You got one? Yeah, I need one.
Yeah, I love that. £8.95, ISGC 41. Great variety here. If you're new with us, just get your hands on these sort of basic goodies whilst you can at prices like that. Because the thing is, you can buy these individually, of course, but what we do is we put them in these bundles so that it's kind of power of purchase, if you see what I mean. So you're getting a large number of things together, so we're able to give you a discount on these. So that means that we're able to give you a great discount. So if you think you might fancy giving these a go, you want to try them out, it's best to get them in a bundle like this than buying them individually, because essentially you're saving a massive amount of money on this. You really are. ISGC 41 is your code for 100 of these antiques bronze with those crimp pliers and the helping hands for it all today. It's just $8.95. There is a tutorial on the website of how to use the crimp pliers as well. If you do want to have a little look, it's at JewelleryMaker.com. Do have a little look at that if you wish to know. It's something that I guess designers absolutely adore. They use them time and time again because it really does give you a very professional finish. Especially, in fact, if you've got 925 crimps and you don't want to be hiding those with a crimp bead cover, then these are perfect because you don't have to do that. It still holds it into place but gives you a professional finish. £8.95 for all of these today. Is GC 41 is your code. Crimp pliers, antiques bronze, and your helping hands today. How's challenge, love?
Finished.
That was confidence, wasn't it? You're right, director Chloe. Oh, I like that. A bit of confidence. Good. That's handy, because I'm going over to you in a minute.
Okay.
Now, I gave to lovely Anne the Labradorite earlier on, didn't I? It was just a stunning piece, isn't it? Yeah. If we can do it over there, just because she's got the strands, not me. That's all right. So we have got that Labradorite strand. I'll show you it on her piece already made up, because we didn't have two of them, did we? So we just gave you the piece.
I just did a chunky necklace,
I
double
love
strand
that.
necklace.
That is impactful without being over the top, isn't it? This was that massive strand of the 400 carat Labradorite in those faceted nuggets, which was $9.95. These are the nuggets that we're talking about here. Each one of these, look at the quality. Can you see some of this Labradorescence? The lights in here really are a bit of a killer, gotta admit. But look, you can even see it there, can't you?
They're stunning.
How are they to work with, Anne?
They're very simple. I found the prehnite under the desk, and remember I said I thought they reminded me of the mountains?
Yeah.
The green reminded me of the moors, so it's just the mountains and the moors really for me. That was what the inspiration was.
Oh,
and I love double strand things. I like things that are a little bit chunky. And
this is a picture of the strand there. Look at the quality of that
beautiful.
Labradorite. Did you find the quality outstanding?
Oh, every time I picked a piece up, there was I was like, oh wow, and looked at the blue coming through in the gold, and that was beautiful.
Yeah.
And I love the shape, I love the chunkiness of it. It's just made down to a T.
Stunning, isn't it? Talk to me about how you created this, because it goes from a single to a double strand.
It was just I started with two strands and started in the middle, on the 2 strands and just worked my way out, and I had one strand longer than the other, and then ended up just putting both strands through the rondelles and put a clasp on the back. That was it. Very, very simple.
Wow.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
really enjoyed it.
Absolutely adore that. It is truly, truly wonderful, isn't it? XUGP25, that is the code on this today. So real beautiful deepness, isn't it? It is really, really stunning. Now, Anne, when are you next with us?
I think it's next Thursday.
Designer Inspiration?
I've not started it yet because obviously I've been working on these ones, but what I say, one of the kits goes on and on and on and on.
And you're going to be with us 1 till 5 on Thursday?
Yes, I am, yeah.
Fabulous. Oh, I cannot wait. Thank you so much to lovely Anne, and thank you so much to our dragon. I have got coming up for you tomorrow the spellbinding Laura Binding, and you want to see what she's done with some cabs.
All of the gemstones on JewelleryMaker are 100% genuine, giving your jewellery designs the beauty and character that only Mother Nature can provide. Carnelian is a striking